ene nkomo na ye di ne nansane na me network ama ye ni no me decide say enne na me pese ye die itu ba so obomodene like program no na share na ento afoforo se de be ya nkomo na ye bedie ebetumi akoyi se de ya hwehwe no me chia obebere me mo akwa my likes no enkoso me das
me fa say wo hia wo ye be ma na wo hia oba wo ye no ho ade wona na adeda
na oba na oba nso a wo bo odwaman no in Israel mo no oba wo bo odwaman no ono nso so ne anything be ma wonya oba ho ade na na koda wo be ma no ne oba na bo odwaman na oba adwamanfo nso ono nso ne die na ne say ne definition ne say
say the same thing say be ma ne ho ade ono ne deda
ono na koda
yeah
okay enti dia me bisa me say e bia me ye oba me say me hia wo Adam na what sika ma me na ne makoda na mako hia fuse ni what sika ma me no wone mada mako akohia Abubakar what sika no wone me ada sa me ma na wo mutu sika de ma me no sa me ma no wo mo ne me abo dwaman anase inese mo no wo mo ne me mo dwaman
omo ne wabo dwaman
na say wonye Quran na entumebo
menje Quran entum say
wonim say Allah mammo nkramofo kwan say woduru baabi na say wo kondo sex na wo ni wo ya wo betimi akwa akotua sika ma oba na one na akwa akoda wotua sika ma oba na one ne da wone wo be ma na wo mo odwaman oba no nso so mo odwaman woni
wo betimi amam quotation.
Okay. The Quran Surah 4, ayat number 24.
Me ni phone ba ko me phone na me ne wo kasa na no na me kasa me ko ho ebe tuwo timi a obetimi a yitu screen ya
jina so ne ha
yeah
my yet kai and dia na
like program no na o share na o invite so wo picture
me na me catch
o program na wa yere sa
oh Chidia me nyade Chidia me ntimi kan me na
ma me fa bro
fa bra
wa boa ye chirade ha you say no me no me kan say my teacher ni a me chire nkramofo obrofo because omo no ye nkrofo bi a omo no di omunim no ye alibao tao no omunim eno nso ye mfa nya hwe wo wi asese ye de ye mo ma bebofom eno no omo pese me nkosu ansa na ma betena ade aba be chire Quran mi nya da age enkosu alibao tao because emfa so ba akope ena menya no learning of alibao tao so okay emfaso ba akope ena menya no learning of alibao tao de metumi dia ye ba akope se me dem mama be bofom every day bia eno so mentumi nye mentumi dedicate all my time 5 times a day within a day no 5 times me fa me mama bofom kopimi se mewu mentumi mo sa abala no eni ti sa alibao tao no ehu hia me se mesua na emomo no omo say omo tam na wo musua da alibao tao no omo translate the Arabic into English language which ye ko school no ye kusua yen te borofo na se kora no ye che mo nkremofo no mokosua alibao tao no mo se mo ye university graduate no ye che mo because we have not limited our understanding to the Arabic language, but rather once it is written in English, I will say your understanding must based on the English language, not the Arabic. And I also was in Arabic, and they've told you say learning the Arabic, is the best way. So you've limited your understanding to the Arabic language, which you and I know say, and Tiasian wouldn't be Arabic anymore. And they have tried their best say the someone ameni padodo na meriasi ni padodo na diatum okay Ye say ne ye yasomo ne dan a esomo no nipa dodo na ade atomo wie nipa dodo na ade omo kara na omo akoma di somo na chi enti ye translating ngoma ne de ko kasa foforom kura na omo hunu sabi esomo ne te kura no a esomo no sabi amu omo mu bebrebe na dane emo awie enti nya ade se omo besan omo chi afri somo nim ene omo translate kasa no ewo Arabic ni mo no e dey languages bebrebe mu for those who understand that language and will know exactly what Islam is talking about. Na ye Bible ntena na ye be use the translation of the book no to let you know what is written, because wono menya sure say we best spend the time say o ko check the translation of the English. You doing that and ka best spend the time e dia kenkan the Arabic Quran, so that you get blessings from your alleged Allah. You prefer to get blessings from the unseen creator, which you Muslims are claiming, than to get blessings or to get understanding of whatever you are reciting. Yenom na ya dedicate your time say ye be yesadian. Enti ye baha na ye be kira ade na wunimu a, you don't need to argue. Okay, just bra wonse ne suya ade ye wie na free say whatever we are saying, you know, then you join us, you disprove us, then we go forward. I think that would be the better. I think that would be the best for me and you. Arabic and what you say. And if you think say understanding the Arabic, you know, more deeper than reading the English translations, no. You come here with your understanding of the Arabic, which is more deeper than the English one, then you disprove us in front of the audience, so that everybody may know, say, no, learning the Arabic is more important than learning the English. Be wise. Thank you. Abusiam say, and any 3 days, na ye program na my network, network issue. So the program ended and I decided not to come live that same day. Na mepe debit se enne a ye mududo na ye wofi na ye disa nkomo we. Ye program about Quran Surah 4 ayat number 5. Quran no, the translation, okay, the translation of the Quran, the speakers of the Quran, I mean the scholars of the Quran. Our mo year the tafsir of that Quran Surah 4 ayat number 5 no actually mu say Allah asem no awo kan ye no o pa kire say e ma ni mu nyansa e ma dwene te say akora enti yemfa oba enye caretaker of a property, because oba ni mu nyansa oba ye kwasea. That is the translation, the scholars of the Quran or the Mayan. That day ye program, and this guy called Muslima Jonas, he was trying to say, if I want to understand that Quran Surah 4 ayat number 5 no, I should read Quran Surah 4 no, ayat number 5 and 6, and I'm going to get a better understanding of what the Quran 4:5 on. That ye guswa ye din komona, I think say Sheikh Ebe Johnny, so he decided to go down. Because anytime I also be an Sheikh Ebe Johnny, now was see no what so ama and komono and to me and said I want na was and my father me hose say for us to understand say asam no asankofa kan ye no ya toro nyesa na Quran e kire na Quran o kan free verse number 1 up to 8 and verse number 1 up to 5 and verse number 1 up to 6 ubenya the clear understanding said ye na musuru me kan. So my father me hose say me na wo ba be kan that Quran Surah 4 from verse number 1 to 8 na media kire enkremofo na de enye question na me baby sir. I am their teacher. I am coming to teach them. Quran Surah 4, it was dedicated for women. Okay, enti yato chapter ni din say Surah to An-Nisa, which is the Surah of the women. The Surah of the women. Essentially dedicated them a man. enhyehyɛ bebrebe wo ho no mo a ɛfa mmaa ho ɛkwan a yɛmfa so a yɛnware wɔ mo ɛkwan a yɛfa so yɛware wɔ mo a yɛne wɔ mo ntena ɛkwan a yɛmfa so a yɛnyae wɔ mo asetena a yɛne wɔ mo ntena ɛkwan a yɛfa so a yɛnware because aware ahodoɔ na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛyɛ ahodoɔ bɛɛ mmiɛnsa ɛkwan a yɛfa so a yɛnware mmaa a wɔn yɛ free women ɛkwan a yɛfa so a yɛnware mmaa a wɔn yɛ slaves ɛkwan a yɛmfa so a yɛnware mmaa a wɔn yɛ right hand possessors enti ɛyɛ awareɛ ɛna surafo hɔ no a ɛkwan a yɛfa so a yɛnkyɛ agyapadeɛ that is property na property ne hyɛ no deɛ wɔsɛ manya deɛ wɔsɛ manya saa nsɛm no nyinaa no wobɛnya no the chapter of the women okay na that surah 5 that surah 4 1 to 5 no surah 4 verse number 5 no ɛka asɛm bi na saa asɛm no ɛkaeɛ no ɛna this Muslim guy na ɛkyerɛ sɛ the ayah was talking about orphans not women in particular okay but what deɛ mepɛ sɛ nkramofoɔ te aseɛ ne sɛ open ngoma ye can free verse number 1 ediko sit down na yenya understanding of the whole asemwa ngoma na kan Quran nka ho with all due respect Quran nya ngoma eye Quran no eye be chapters be ba ko mienu miensa na obenya no mu a ene de ebe kan sem ba ko ene kwara na verses e wo no ebe bia be 4 verses e bia 1 to 4 e bia 1 to 5 e bi kra ya 1 2 3 asa okay eno de kan sem ba ko but verses e wo mu a eye up to 100 na sefo no de unya se kan sem ba ko se surah 2 and Nisa no it was dedicated for women but who can verse number 100 down was no ubenya Yesu ho asem wo ho if I what I say ubenya Isa ho asem wo ho which it doesn't have anything to do with women but ubenya no ho asem wo enti Quran nya ngoma nyansa wo mu a ye can a whole chapter na ye dinya understanding of a verse there be the other ngoma na ba ye no na we a confused person so na nsem no tutu hihiem enti say wo kan na akoka say me kan fi verse number 1 to be see verse number 5 for metias ya wo di atoro okay enti asemu a verse number 1 to verse number 8 ne kan me dedicate me time na me dia kire Muslims free this is free education for the Muslims menye mo kapere menye mo hwe we ye free education de mamo aha eye sankofa na kore platform what dedicated ya to edi kire Muslims ade na wodi abie Ghana fo ni ewo Islam som ne ho okay se wo ha na follow YouTube page no abomodin se obekwa ko follow YouTube page no because teachings bia ye be ye no wa ha no ye the video no koto ho teachings bia ye be ye no wa ha no ye the video no koto ho which the name of the YouTube page you know aye sankofa na kore videos are maya from 2015 no the videos is there and all of them no aye teachings I'm starting about Islam ubenya a lot of information ubenya a lot of things if only you want to know about the truth of Islam uko follow ubenya videos ni nyina now ye be sha ase ye be kan Quran surah 4 ayat number 1 to 8 aware ahodo bi wo ho okay yemfa aware ne ntoche Allah kan sem bi wo verse number 5 verse number 5 no scholars ne say ema yenkwasiafo ema nimu nyansa enti yemfa ema anye ketekes yemfa ye japadea ala dia maye ne a sustain ye no yemfa nhye ema ene nkwaransa eno na me kan se Muslim guy bi ba ha o se yenye ne se yenka verse number 6 ni ebe hunu se enye ma nemum orphans ne kora na ho no eye nkwara but me kan ama every Muslim bi ati ase say orphan doesn't necessarily means enkwara. Orphan doesn't necessarily means enkwara. Ya na ye yiso de ma enkwara because enkwara ye nkrophobia omo ye nkuobia omu nim wo mo so hwe. Enu tin ye yiso the word orphan etade ma enkwara no. But ye benya obi a wo ye panyi na wo ye orphan. Okay? Orphan means someone who doesn't have a caretaker. Obi a woni hweso, obi a woni hwesofo. Ebia na maame ne papa ewu oja no. Say ni pane ye orphan obi wa o maame no papa tiase but o maame no papa apon oni caretaker say ni pane we count that person as orphan enti panyini can be an orphan enti enye nkwara enyan kora particular and issue the word orphan them awom. Why? Intina early bow town no musua enti and abrofo bi wo wa monte ase no. Mimbre momo. Mombra mo ho ase. Na mo beto se ye kenkai brofo no a. Mombra mo ho ase na mo nsua. Me ne sankofa no. Men ko school enru ba bia o JHS 3 ena me duru ye. Man to aso bi. Na nso mo mo se ma university ekuta university graduate no. Wo ye Muslim nko. Once you have limited your understanding for the Arabic no. Brofo no tenanche na won kan. Thank you. Yen shasi. Okay. Quran Surah 4 Ayat number 1. It starts to say, "O mankind, fear your Lord who created you from one soul and created from its mate and despised from both of them many men and women, and fear Allah through whom you ask one another and the wombs." Okay, indeed, Allah is ever over an observer. Over you an observer. Okay, the ayah was dedicated for women. So Allah created mankind from one soul and then create another being from the same soul, and any pen in what does it go to do with woman? Okay. Me de shasi e actually will say verse number 1 no, ye be kan verse number 2 no, ubon se ni hweye. Ye be kan verse number 3 and 4, ubon se ni verse number 2 ni hweye. Nyansa ni ngomanim, bia me pesa me ma wo te ase no. Enti makremoni nka nkyere wo se wo kan aya bi na wo nte ase akokan free verse number 1, obemu aye adwuma ye hunu. Engoma ni nyangoma nyansa wo mu aye kan free verse number 1 kosi number 4 na number 5 ye te asem no ase se aba asem ne tofa. Islam so mo ntesa free omo kasa mani sisi so no nchen na ba ye nti omo nsem nsisi so obi a otwere free bonkum ko ni fa bia wo kasa ni nsem nsisi so hyene nso obi a wotwere free bonkum enye obi a wo ye left o obi a wotwere ni nsem free bonkum di ko ni fa bia na ni nsem nsisi so. Enti Quran no any the whole concept of Islam ensem no ensisi so hyene so. Enti wo say obo Adam ene through Adam no yenya Eve edi free ni mo de opese wo kire no ene through omumie no yenya nipa nka ye nyina free wo mu. Okay. Enti yensuro Allah na wo say and fear Allah through whom you ask one another and the womb. Indeed, enti Allah no ye sere ade nyina free ho no. Okay, yensuro no. Yento verse number 2 no so. Na yen hwa de se ne verse number 1 no be ya. So verse number 2 no say then we say and give to the orphans their properties and do not substitute the defective of your own for the good of theirs, and do not consume their properties into your own. Indeed, that is ever a great sin. Me pamcho verse number 1 we no, verse number 2 we no, and then verse number 1 will be. Catch them say, what kind verse number 1 no? Now can verse number 2 no? Me pacho. Unyanti ase be free. And any will be, and any be aye. It in American church say engoma no. Yen can verse number 1 ko kan verse number 2 ente ase. Untumen kan verse number 1 yan ko si verse number 10 na won te ase. Nyansa ni ngoma nim. E was a motes asem na se. It was say number 2 was say and give to the orphans their properties and do not substitute the defective of your own for good of theirs, and do not consume their properties into your own. Indeed, that is ever a great sin. In conclusion, men sisi obi a woye orphan. Orphan we no e kan ho asem no. Verse number 3 be mo hu orphan koro. Enti say orphan bi ebedi wo nsem a men nye na japade basa men nye pesemi nkuminya na emfa wo no na japade no na emfa wo die nsie me pacha wati ase eba ne sa eye bone kese orphan bay ena aya we kan ho asem verse number 2 kan ho asem yenka verse number 3 na me fa nkyerɛ ye we are orphans ewom ye bekenka ya kosi verse number 8 no me kyerɛ orphans ahodo a Quran ne kan ho asem wa okay baba man how who bebere would you we are send a request to me we are me pick a why we are send a request to me I'll pick you thank you and yet was say and if you fear that you will not deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry those that please you of other women. Me pacha wo orphan no verse number 2 ne kan ho asem. Eye orphan a wabedi wo nsem se oyere. Okay. Enti if you fear say you cannot deal with the orphan girls justly, untumi ni wo mo ntena wo nokuredie mu a. Ene ema no aka no kware bi in other way jai orphan no because aware na wo kware no aware na wo kware no eye ne japade enti na wo kware no eye ne japade na wo di sustain ho enti orphan no untumi ware bi nka ho because o ware bi kan ho a eye de ne japade no wo be consume ni wo ma afoforo enti orphan girl ofa orphan girl ye ware bi nka ho. But se wo suro se untumi ne orphan girls no entina wo nokuredie mu dia ene orphan girl no ja no na kohwehwe ema foforo mo nye orphan no na ware sa ma no yenti asema to aso wo say then marry those who praises you of other women 2 or 3 or 4 but if you fear that you will not be just then marry only one or those your right hand possesses that is more suitable that you may not incline to injustice. Enti other women there, uja orphan no, ubetimi akowale other women, ubetimi awale from 1, 2, 3 up to 4. Okay, ana se sa ma 4 no, uware womo, na untumi ni womo ntena nokuredie mu a, ene ware ba kope. Na afe, those your right hand possesses, and that is slave girls no. Wamuwa under your control no ananse wobeko obi a wo slave girl ho na wakwa akware bi eno de dodo obi a wo pe bi a wobetumi aware eno de aware wo mo a esansa wo yire ye ba akope na omo a omoye nkoa no wakware wo mo no de those enkoa no you can deal with them injustly but wo yire ne de you have to deal with her justly. Okay, those your right hand possesses you can deal with them injustly because omo no ye moka bebire na yi omo ho ade ye tue sika na yakodi wo mo ye tue sika na yakodi wo according to Answer 4:24 wo tue sika na wakodi no enti wo tue sika na enti sa ma no wo tue sika na wudi na the moment na wo tue sika na wudi no wo yire no okay enti sa ma na dia wo fa wo mo a wadi no wo tue na ka wo na ebone bia oba no nso nya ebone bia Islam cheche no enti wo ware ba akopa those two bra na dia wo betimi abono won che which is not injustice for you. Okay, yento aso me se na die me hu se nkramofo ne dɔɔso ha me wie a monforo soro ha na momra na afi mo mɛkyerɛ mo mɛma sɛm wɔ ha sankofa no mo hia no me bɔ wa adwene me bɔ wa adwene mɛkyerɛ Quran no yento ankomo no so say okay say but if you fear that you will not be just then marry one or two say but if you fear that you will not be just then marry only one or those your right hand possesses that is more suitable that you may not incline injustice. Yento aso verse number 4. Okay, yento aso what say and give the women upon marriage their bridal gift graciously, but if they give up willingly to you anything of it, then take it in satisfaction and ease. Enti emana o kware wo mo no emano a o ware wo mo no fa wo mutira de ne ma wo mo e wo pepepe ye mu menka ne sa mana o kware wo mo no those who run hand possesses no o mo ka ho bi o mutira de no kwa according to the 424 the tafsir of it no kwa de oba ne bebusa wo no fama no na wona nada wona ne da wi a eno ana na okọ oba bi Say one day now person on any da obetini na dan wo tuaneka eyaware. Say 2 days obetini na dan wo tuaneka eyaware. And our kra na ne beda wo tuaneka na ne da because Muhammad tiase no omoye. Okay, enti ye ne sa na se ukọ na se oba ne se wo de achewo ene fa ade no ewo enigye so. Okay, verse number 5 yento aso was say, and do not give the weak-minded your property. We say na asem ne wo no a dey ne guy ne be defend yen. And do not give the weak-minded your property, which Allah has made it a means of sustenance for you, but provide for them with it and clothe them and speak to them words of appreciate kindness. Enti ejapadia Allah dia mam or dia mawo beemano as a means of sustenance and on a kora wono. Yemfa ma omo a omadwene mu ha. Omo a omo yen kwasiafo. Yebekwa akokan de tafsir me pese ye kan verse number 1 to 18 manis ye wi a sharing so verse number 5 we ni yebekwa akokan tafsir no. And only the main topic na here okay. Emfa man kwasiafo enti those weak-minded people no. And as scholars of the Quran and the scholars in Islam or machira or madeni bebre dia fa ho enti me a me mpese me bie ma no aka ye be kan tafsir no na machira o san krofo no for now yento verse number 6 in so why ye wi a ye be kan the tafsir okay verse number 6 okay was it and test the orphans in their abilities until they reach marriageable age. Okay. When so verse number 6 we say so kasafa orphans. But this is an orphan. That orphan what be doing some as caretaker. Caretaker, you are just taking care of that orphan. Waya akwara wanyandru aware bere. Verse number 3 na se mo kan ye no. Eye orphan what be doing some say yere. Na wo ne netie enti so ofisa wuntime ne ntena ewo pepepe yemu a ene eja na ware ne kware another emma foforo mu please you. Okay, but sa orphan when you orphan a what be doing some as a caretaker when you were but you are just taking care of it of him or her. Okay, enti yanto aso ne hade netie said ye kan was say enters the orphans in their abilities until they reach marriageable age. Enti orphan so ne hwe ewo de wo tumi ye ho kopem se obedru aware mere age no. Then if you perceive them sound judgment, so when say yes baby omo duru no omadwene mu odo release their property to them for more property di ma and do not consume it excessively and quickly, anticipating that they will grow up. Okay, nti say omo japade ne bedi unsem a mem pentem and consume womo japade ne tentem se omu benyini nti. Okay, there be because onyini a obekwa aware or kwa aware no e wo se wodi na japade ne koma be ma wo kodi ne nsem na wono ne hweso enti wo se na japade na wo ye money enti Allah asisi obedi unsem as caretaker make sure say consume the property no excessively na entinke se bia wo benyini or kwa obedi japade na konti wo consume anyhow. Allah say nyane sa. Okay, yento aso o say and do not consume it excessively and quickly, and anticipating that they will grow up. And whoever when acting as guardian, okay, is self-sufficient, should refrain from taking according to what is acceptable. Okay, and he said, we are caretaker for that orphan no. Let's say we are sikania. Say, oh, fe bibi every orphan ne japadi anymore. Fan what is acceptable. Okay. And she share a quanya was a wofa fan quine paso. Nemo no and yet the fruit pe and fanny fufu. But so ye here Shadia. Baba ned your betcher my dear Hababa, and ned your betcher my dear handle of Baba sent the president Fatum. Many your comment in Hopa was say whoever, when acting as a guardian, is a self-sufficient to refrain from taking a fee, and whoever is a poor, let him take according to what is acceptable. Then when you release their property to them, bring witness upon them, and sufficient is Allah as accountant. Okay, enti se wo ye hia ni so de a nese nkorane e bedi wo nsam as caretaker Womo japade no o consume e japade no said ye esefata. Na u release woma kwa fa dansini bra ho. Ema dansini bra mu se wo di na japade ama. Account ne de ala ne bebu. Okay, yanto aso verse number 7. Verse number 7 and verse number 8. Okay. Verse number 6. Verse number 7 and verse number 8. It was say, for men is a share of what the parent and close relative leave, and for women is share of what the parent and the close relative leave. But be it a little or much, an obligation share. The pacha what you say, and if say, sa property sharing way say no, and then give the orphan property to them, no, that doesn't have anything to do. And the ultimate say from verse number 3 now to verse number 5, no, and the verse number 6, no. As more it can be an idea different. Verse number 7, you can't say for. And so I say, young can't say free verse number 1, information verse number 7. Wouldn't your point to be free? This is a wow kind of idea. What point are all making us say, and son what in your understanding every somewhere can you? They say Quran no more understanding it own to me. Because omo train free nifa into omo adwene nsisi so into omo kasa nsisi so yento aso it was say oba for men is a share of relative into oba say o maame ana say o papa efri mu a yemfa wo japade a esefata emma say no oba o maame na o papa ne obusua eben nso fri mu a yemfa ejapade a esefata emma na ejapade no ne cheno enye no ohye so. Okay, said ye ya hye wo mo se wo mo nche japade no enti wo kenkan Quran no verse number 4 surah 4 we no wo kenkan kodan wo be kwa kohunu kwan ye fa so eche japade oba ne be ma ntimi nye japade pe se ye nkun we na de wo ye ni ja ya ye be chemu 3 se nkora ne ye mi no oba ba ko be ma ba ko a ye be chemu 3 ye be ma ne ba ko ni ama oba ne mienu because se wo se oba no ye bema bema ne mienu na ya ma oba ne baako because I was oba no wonya half of what the bema ne benya enti ade krontia e was wonya half of the bema benya no ye be kan the tafsir of ayat number 5 no obeti ase. Okay, enti yemfa verse number 18 into us na yanko kan tafsir. And when other relatives and the orphans and the needy are presented at the time of division, then provide for them something out of the estate, and they speak of them and speak to them words of appropriate kindness. And to say ye charge apadian and say mo charge apadian na say ubia woye ne ho chere no anase ubia woye orphan bi wo ha mo charge apadian no mo ma o mo nso bi na mo no mo kasa ewo kasa demo. This is what the ayah is saying. So I don't know why the guy was telling us, say, yanko kan verse number 5, yeah, kan verse number 5, and yanko kan verse number 6, yeah, better say. Meanwhile, verse number 4, na sema air kanko. Verse number 5, na sema air kanko. Verse number 6, na sema air kanko. Inti insiso. Okay. Now, yanko verse number 5, and a tough say no near me kind. Maybe I may bapa ne so. Baba, maybe ye bema wo kotie na entashwa mi no basie said ye be ma bia tie no let's send the request nebra why enka mema ho apo ha mema wa kan brofo akire mu abera wuntumi nkire mu sa wo ye be ma me se me wi a send the request nebra ye wo ho be ma said ye san kofa me ye be ma inu me de camera si me animu no me kasa kire enipa almost 2k because uko your friends FYP a me wo enipa 1.550 and ehwe wo FYP and ha ye 47 nipa almost 2k ne ye was go who ya send the request na join it na be chirechirim na emma nipa nyina hunu se sankofa ye trofo ye to aso me de tafsir na eba ye hwade. This is tafsir from Ibn Abbas, Quran surah 4 ayat number 5. Was say, give not unto the foolish, that is, do not give to those who are ignorant of right of women and children, okay, your wealth which Allah has given to you to maintain. Enti emfa wajapade eman kwasiafo Meaning, emfa wajapade emma ne nkora wo mu nimu nyansa. Wo mu nimu nyansa ho hwe no. Emfa wajapade ma wo mu ejapade ala ade ahye wo nsa. Eno na ekora wo no. Emfa wajapade ahye wo mu nsa. So the weak-minded over there no. Kasafa emma Iliasu mejo so kasafa emma ene nkwara ho. This is tafsir from Ibn Abbas. If we are able to tafsir from Ibn Kathir. Okay. Ni ahwe scholars no do no wo gi to mu say asem no kasafa ma ho. Ube gina be ka tell say e orphan. All the yento aswe. Ko say and give not unto the foolish, that is, do not give to those who are ignorant of right of women and children your wealth which Allah has given to you to maintain as means, okay, as means of living, but feed and clothe them from it. Be yourself responsible for feeding and clothing them, for you know better than them the right thing to do concerning sustenance and almsgiving, and speak kindly unto them. If you do not have anything to give them, promise them that you will clothe them and give to them. Okay? Enti ema yen kwasiafo, enkora yen kwasiafo, ema ni munyansa, enkora ni munyansa. Enti ye japade ala de ama yen, yen fa nhye sa nkrofo ne nsa. Na mom wan kasa kora se japade no, na wo fa hwe wo mo. Fa se japade ne hwe wo mo. Uja mo wo yen kwasiafo, wo mo jimi wo mo ni munyansa, omo be se no. Enti wan kasa kora sa de no. Na efa hwe wo mo, sa woni bia, ka kire mo se wunya bia wo de be mo wo mo, enye nhye. Okay, enti Quran surah 4 ayat number 5 say ema eyen kwasiafo omunnim nyansa sade enkora yen kwasiafo na akora wonnim nyansa saa na Quran say oba saa na wotie yenko Ibn Kathir nsoso na yentie di ono nsoso ka Ibn Kathir nso oseden yenhwe okay. This is Ibn Kathir, okay? Ibn Kathir. Quran Surah 4, verse number 5 to 6. Tafsir no de mayen. Yen ken kan yen hade. Was it holding the property of the unwise in escrow? Allah prohibited giving the unwise the freedom to do as they wish with wealth, which Allah has made as a means of support for you. Enti say that unwise no, even say womo japade be di wo nsem kora na ayi womo japade na be di wo nsem memma omo chance emumu yusu no said omo ne pe, because a means of where Allah e dia ma wo se fa sustain ho. Enti memma womo yusu no said omo pe ade ani womo ade e na be di wo nsem. Okay, unwise no, the scholars in the lecture unwise no yento aso was say this ruling sometimes applies because being young, as young people are incapable of making wise decisions. Okay, enti sa ruling we no by because say woye akwara, okay, wonye capable wunni sa tumi no a ye de kora ejapade yento aso. Okay. Was it this ruling sometimes apply because being young, as a young people are incapable of making wise decisions. Okay, it is also applies in case of insanity. Okay, erratic behavior or having a weak intellect or religious practice. It applies in case of bankruptcy, when the debtor asks that the property of the bankrupt person is put in escrow, when his debt cannot be paid off with his money. Ad-Dahak, okay, reported that Ibn Abbas said that this Allah statement, and give not unto the unwise your property, refers to children and women. And Ibn Abbas is saying, Sa Allah, this statement na okan no, it refers to children and women. Do not and give not unto the unwise your property. Ibn Abbas said there be sa unwise, it refers to woman, it refers to women and children. And yeah, Ibn Abbas and Kono, to us way. I say, and give not unto the unwise your property refers to children and women. Similarly, was also said by Ibn Mas'ud. And Ibn Mas'ud also can say, Al-Hakim bin Uyana, or also can be Al-Hassan and Adhaka, or also can be women and boys, a ma and a marantie, or more unwise. That is what the scholars are saying. Okay, Said bin Jabir said that the unwise refers to the orphans. And only one scholar, and I see the unwise over there, refers to only orphans. But the majority of the scholars say there be Karachi, who was now correct. Because the statement over there, give not unto the unwise your property. And I yen hadith mu say Allah Muhammad can say women are limited in thinking. Women are limited in thinking. Mama mata me wakwaba. And say women are limited in thinking there. And then they should be added to their children because in Quran so you're limited in thinking. And the scholars in the came into a conclusion to say the statement na Allah refers to a man in Quran. There be a woman orphans. But untumen say orphan be a any munyansa. That is false. And yet orphan be an any munyansa. You were orphan away a penny. And yet orphan be an yakura, you were orphan away a penny. What did they make at them? So scholars and I confirm say it refers to women and children. Okay, yan to us. Yan ye, or say give not unto the unwise property refers to children and women. Similarly, was also said by Ibn Mas'ud, Al-Hakim, bin Uyayna, Al-Hassan, and Ad-Dahhak, women and boys. Said ibn Jubair said that the unwise refers to orphans. Mujahid, Ikrima, and Qatada said they are women. Okay, inti ebimu say, en Quran kan man ko ebimu say en Quran ne ma ebimu uba ko pene say orphans, which enipa be 6 as 7 adia to say it refers to a man in Quran. Inti man dia, that is true. Let us know. It is confirmed in Islam. Say they are senseless, they are fools, they are foolish people. And I can say, it doesn't apply me, mommy. It refers to, with all due respect, a man or young cremofo, warring cremofo mema. And this ayah is referring to them because this senseless Allah cannot create my parent. And this Allah cannot create my mother and tell me that my mother is senseless. And I said, this Allah cannot create a woman to be as my wife and tell me that woman is senseless. I will not buy that idea because Allah is not my creator. And he can never create me. And that will be the last thing in my life to accept. Okay? So it refers to those who have accepted this Allah to be their creator. Omo na aya we refer to omo say omo yerenom, omo maamenom, omo nyan omo ma, omo ye nkwasiafo, omo nimu nyansa. Thank you. Yanto aso na me nkopa ne so. Me kan the last part na wie na maba so nti send request na bra betom. Ma honya ha. Me nkai ni nyina akora. Ma honya ha wai. Ma honya ha. Me nkai ni nyina akora because me pese me kona me kofa wo mo. Me pa cha send request ni tum. Wo send ni sisi a me pick you baba. Ye fast send request no. Baba ye fast sisi a send request. I say me am send you invite. So one send request now. Me am send you invite. Me can the actually. Okay. Was it but you feed and clothe them therewith and speak to them words of kindness and justice. Ali bin Abi Talha said that Ibn Abbas commented, do not give your wealth what Allah has made you responsible for and made the means of sustenance to your wife or children. Rather, hold on to your money, take care of it, and be the one who spend on them for clothes, food, and provision. Mujahid said that the ayah, okay, enti Ibn Abbas Claudia wayane clear say eye enkwara emma no it include enye obabi akeke it include woyere ka hu because woyere so yoba enti wo yere awaware no wo Allah ene wo scholars say oba na wo waware no woye kwase aba woyere na waware no onimu nyansa na adwene mu oha enti yemfa ya japade ma no eno nti na UT ya la ya kotena ya friend say list media kan say enkremofo ma no wo mu jala bi emu bon tutubi because this a man don't have means to clothe themselves man ne clothe wo and wo mu bu so mfa mo imagine someone a wono that one wo dididi obi ye word na ya frɛ no ye program bi na ya frɛ no ogina mountain so no preach or radio station to TV station e ko preach owi a wa commerce or the feasibility la ne didi na yere no ye for e be den wotumi atojala bia e dia ma akofo ni nyina ba no obeto ama obi a enti mu bon kan sansa ma ni nye nipa ma wo mu nti wo mo sha de kankan ne kora mfa wo mo ho enti UTI la ya say mo sha ade kankan ne di pie kwa abontin di ko huahua nkrofo na wo bontin na mu be wuro fia ya mu yin fanto ho na ya bremo ne sa kankan hua no na obenya kremoni ba na obegina me platform so didi matem mukunu no mo na etete moto se mu jara mbu ya mo bon totobi no wasi totobi no so enye totobi ya kekew totobi ne de ya bon sa na okan kone ko hwe video no wo list media se wo pese me bon so kire wa metimi afa e de abeto ho ama wo wotie de okan ye me da se mtama shase menya guest bi ma me pick na ye hwade ye starting common si send the request nebra ma ayi sa baba na kura ma me pick ni sisi ye da me hon to me ma me send the invite ya mama ta
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Baba, ma send you invite. Ma invite you join it. Okay, mama tabako de.
Nyame adumo na wo so e.
Me pa cho me ho ye pa. Oh, ene de. Wa ba me life so am me ni age. Me pa ti.
Me pa I don't na akonfo mu tisa.
Aye.
You from ye bro. Me antu o won wa wale Muslim ni. Wa wo fo. Nkola ni nyina mu ye Christians o mu so mbeko church. Mami ye so won ti ase da. O tu bu nkola wie di yi abubbo ni nyina da do ni nyina de bubu nkola ni se. Anya asam kito o. Obu ba ku ma ba ku wie.
Wa bu ba kwa ma ba ku.
Ne ba panyi owuye mobo se efe de dia kan kwa wa fofu mbema nyina ma mbema mienu nyina akoye Muslim
Islam so mane nkyerɛkyerɛ no se tawo no so se wo duru age bi na wo se wonye sala no a ubetimi yakunu obi anya ohe ala na ma usa
oba ne pe na ye kan ye oba no so wa fofu ne sa efe de oba no wa kodwo no Muslim oba no kwa me chechire mu asam ni na kire na wo sa anya no kore amu anchuro se anya no kore ana me se hunnim efe na wadwo na ade no ma ka kwala we ka kan se anya no kore ana Muhammad anyese nturo kwa
obehunu ni
Che Nigeria de ekoso Nigeria hwe wo yo yetumi kuni pa te say abua bi kwa wonti ase atwitwa ne pa ho nam te say
yo
eni chese ade we omuni nam krom bia o
se omuso omudi mi ase aboso omuso omudi ase
omu hwehwe krom bia oho no mu like omu konfo no bi ni oho na omakodwo ne obehu a na omu twan ya ma omu nya ne pa bebre na yese omu baduru ya oho no omu start ye
konfo okun sa na omo ye no omu de wa konfo no omu sa de omu kun na omu de omu so na je omu na sa na omu tie mama ka odi
ya na se de
odi me ba ye no me ba mama nko abrante na na wo dan wa wo dwa nanum no na wo be chase akenkan o be chase akenkan na ahwe a na ye be che wa ha baba
won't to me, Mamma, I guess I'm in King Kayo. So one guess I would do and church and our church and no crunch Freddie Bates near my time because I have a platform. So what wouldn't send church and our church who tomb foot you, a book of you
and your Freddie
wouldn't say, wouldn't church Freddie Bates. My platform, so and I mean, Cassa, Wabber, Cassa,
and your Freddie Bates,
and your church and our church, Fiaco,
and your Freddie Bates.
Yeah, I am told you. Usmaya Mukitano. She? Wow, we are Ghana, so we are
Mason Coffer.
Ghana has a Nipana or Casabe Brevesan or do all the Onusubakan. Ombu Onusakan, Officer. Ye Omuba, Ombe Jawa, Obe Jina Honamaka Saka baby, Ukasabo Muno. Omunimu, what we are Ghana near what John Muslim, no Omunimu.
Me say, Edinho, Cremoni Biani Ghana Sasso. Ah, Mason Coffer bit me me Edinho. Oba ube Ghana, or Moyana free debate. Mumusro debate and I'm free debate. Moya Mama Mumu free debate. Maybe 1 more times I may be free debate. Maybe more debate here. Free debater. Free debater. Na me ma dear go ama so bet me aforo dia. Aha. Any debate no benya. Me de menhye e beto ama. Se wo betimi atua sankofa debate dia. Any debate no benya na anytime bia ohwe bia. Untimi ntua bia me ni ho time se me begina no wa be debate. Aha dia me de bema 3. Se untumi ma ha dia any ye hyase ho na kiri na die in guwo mu kunhu ewo ni padi ani. Thank you. Ye guso aya wa ha ye twem moye mema mo mara ta mo naso ma bia request la na to mema na mo mforo soro na mo mara mo na mo wodan ho no ba ko na wodan ha wo ye and stop teaching what is not true no wo foro ba soro ha won tumi ameka hwe edidi atenu obedidi ye we no be mo hunu yi se oye oba di obetumi aya ye making comment asa se on share me one on one say na yenye program yen titi about Islam ebi ni wo mesi muni bi wo Ghana ebi ni ho ebi ni Ghana
Ofa mama Jimmy Pound. Oma jiwo mama ma mu nyansa na mu bibia ye te se abofra ya wo mu fufuro. Jimmy
eya wra wosem makofa nkwase asom we na esom we edidi mu atem etimi di mu atem di mu yere no mu atem wo kura wo na mu kura le som ni timi ka kire se do dead just ma wani nso anase bu efunu a wogu dan wo self ene wo ma me ne wo papa awo say we sensible human being. Why should you value a dead person more than the living ones? Muhammad died like an animal. Muhammad wutisa aboa ni wo kura no kenkan ni wo na ni wo kura mobo wo wutisa aboa. And you appreciate this person, you value this person, you love this person, this dead man more than the living ones are. You are damn shit. You are damn out of your mind. That is the fact.
We are no majimu majimi ne de efe de omasua go madwene omutrusuma. Omuso koku nipa kwan no koku. Omuso koyese ya na okoye. Na woso jimiye na wo de bibini. Hey. Bibina adwene sufa.
Adentina nyame bia wono ne bo soro bo asase. Nyame bia obo soro bo asase. Your friend say baba, thanks for the comment because TikTok no the more no who make more comment, you know, and also what reward I want them. So keep on writing the comment more. Me that say, on say, adia ba ko was say, any passion and so on say, a some bit is Islam, so may there be American. A summa who do be in the woo yase, but a sumba that is Islam. Because no yet the most useless religion among all the religions on the surface of this earth. Ebini hope you Islam or Chino, what mean your sumbia a year useless than Islam or someone. Let us say who name the meaning of useless. How can Nyanko po bo Sonia say a bo muni penny a bo ba bo bema betumi a can't me say me yira ma ware ne ye kwase aba woni mu nyansa enti me mfa me japa de nhyenensa moni mu ma do mo sam moni ma do mo sam me ma ho abedi yi wa abrabom moni ma do wo mo hold companies a wo ma fa me as workers a wo mo work under them e ma adwene mu do e ma ni mu nyansa munya me no ne mo komhweni ni mu se e ma adwene mu do no mo ni mu nyansa che e che mo ni nti e na wa limit e ma to a certain level for you mu ma akwara what you say ma wo scholar say kan ya boko de Suleiman
hello
ya boko de
ya boko
okay me pa cheti o
pacho wenya sembia sana mukasa ya muya kumseni Muhammad ni nyame ni asema mu de yemamu enye jimie mu jimiro
okay me ba
show babli ya so be show one show babli
nyabo
me ba o ko se o sha ya show babli ne ko babli deep show babli deep ne ko deep ube na mo tu
wakoma be yo yawo
na wo so bia jimi no wan jimi na wodi echire esum no wan jimi na wodi echire
then come here be say
na wodi esum ni chi
come be busa be say
na ade na sanko fa wasi no ono tira me ba ade tira wasi no
there be one one see you and see you
oh stupid pa so se nya no kra bra na be defend e bra be ade na obedi atem book no kan free dynasty for book kan free bible man na oh foolish pa asabna wo kan no kan free bible no obe kan bible asabna no
say shia bible
omo dey say ya ko ka asem
oh ye ka wo book mu asem nti wo ba be defend wo book ni mu asem no so oni mu nyansa o kan free wo book ni nti be kire mu say nya no kre baba bi wo fom ono so mfromra so me kire ni nyansa no
me peke ne ba ya wodi atem na wanti ana sa baba me peke ne ba ono so be di atem
ade man tie no
me peke ma ta
no nyansa omo book mu na o kan asem no fi ai ti mu mo jimi enti no mutimi ma me defend na wo ba be di atem won say mo jimi ampa because book wo book mu na o de ade ani fi ana o ka kire wo enti bra na be defend say de wo kan nya no kure wo ti ho na wo jimi tenye jimi anka wo ba be ba apa ba be ye frosro bra
oba na wa ba be ka say krache wa asem a wo kan na wo boa
na wo so wa kirem asem na o kan na wo so wa kirem
baba wo ba no be di atem a me nsi wo fom o memo wa jibi wa ha pa ansa na wako
krasini wako so kwasi asom ye kan kwasi asom no wazam kire wa na wo ba so ba bejibi
okay baba wa sen aba wo be kire ya de ana
on kira de so oni mu nyansa on kira de you shouldn't insult men di atem so oni mu nyansa
Oyino ba.
Tony munyansa, men bobidi woni munyansa defend asama no defend asama.
Baby oyino ba wo nyansa no wo ba soro se di
defend me say defend. Me nyansa me say defend wasama. Book ro kan free bible. Asama ro kan free bible mu ana.
Mata wo ko de wo jimi Yesu si obi a de wo mata wo.
Ai na say mo kan mo kra mo no mo so mo jimi nke no ana no. Na so mo jimi nke no ana.
Ka asama stress sangofa wo ntina me ba ye sangofa. What a way to program. Won't tell me about
Chirade ye wasi ye wa haye chirade. Don't munyansa chirade.
Oni ne ba Jimmy for nya abotira me kasa.
Kwasia aboa no we aboa. Obi a
oni ne ba Jimmy for nya abotira na me kasa.
Obi a odi akwala odi rechi. Kwasia me
no wa Jimmy for. Oni ne ba Jimmy for nya
aboa. Udi oba wi aso oba ne ye kwasia. Udi oba wi aso oba ne
debate no.
Aboa.
We nyina ka ho tira me say debate na ma me ne wo.
Aboa.
Oni tira me force ro no.
Na woni sankofanya debate no. Woni na nya debate.
Me ti omo.
Ohina ba wodi nya abotere. Mata won so nya abotere. What? Mata won so nya abotere ni enti no. Wo be free debate ana.
Ba ma me nka asem kiro. Ala ma enti ase wo no. Minim se na odwane obi platform a. Na wo me ba. Mami 2 minutes. Me cut you and mami 1 minute. Who we are obetumi agema no kasa. Tenti am say yenye debate no. Me mpese me kasa wo begima no. Uso kasa meji wanu nti nipa de baba time nya botre. Wonye ready ama me si form me pisra.
Check. Now me power chow na oba. Me power chow na oba.
Because you are not ready. You are not ready. Sisi ana wo brand buy or say you can dey if you go ram true who can you go ram. So anybody that comes the person should come and
me ma time me kura me mute me ho me ma time kenkan na kire ase. Kwasi ampanyi ne wo betimi ne me ma ye.
Oni mu nyansa bia ne trim. Oba adapa na oni mu twa aboa uni mu nyansa nka oba nka o medibeti. Ya kan ade na fi wo source wo source mu ne akenkan azem na fi wo ba wo medifere na wo be wo som kwase asom ne ye kan wo ntie aboa me no wanka ma akotana se na madwene sa me ne wo pa metana se na madwene na ma akọ book no ahwe se wo mu ampa na masesa madwene. It's only a fool who doesn't change his mind. It's only a fool who doesn't change his mind. So what say watie or kwase na onsesa na adwene.
Wo betimi ne me san kofa ye debate untumi ne me nye debate ntime how why no your friend say baba say who betimi ne my debater what you busa open debater free debate okay me di me rules be gu odi amount so who betimi dia who betimi atua sankofa debate dia any any problem o chena kura o hear me debater baby am obi ameba no ay debate so who betimi atua sankofa because me waste me time keke se me no be hia ba be debate na me wi am betena fie wa bra me within my 24 hours, met me a near Jumania Scadiato, no, my better say me baby, me no be a debate for free. Come here, can my cra. So bet me a tria sankofa, say 2 days, 3 days near the dia. Me dem bo bet wama, bet me dia only problem dia, or chanko obe humani. No, my be debate you. Grandpa Bocodi.
Oh, Boko, Nana, that's a more heaty pound, I don't.
Ayo amune Jimmy Abra, omune Jimmy, ya topic, Ujina, Siena wano, din. Ya for Oba, so Oba na ubi diatem. Ya Suleiman, for Surana Bra. Baba Suleiman, for Surana Bra. Mini Old Testament. Mini Old Testament. I am someone who has dedicated his life to learn.
Dear Mammy Bufu and said, I never insult you whilst we were typing. I said, come out there, come and tell us your wisdom. Now, by now, be the foolish. Obi or tea or cotton about time or also who a obi or horn or back a wood in a cheek. Over I have me. Yeah, Suleiman, but oh, bet me up for now. Who said? Me ye program na mo ba se ama no den se me ye program ni wi a me makasa asem we me ye panyina me kasa wi a ensu asan when di kaya ankodwa na san kofa dware a wonye nsu nware bi enti wo ba na me ye teachings a wa no be ye den bet me the teachings ni si na mkasa send request ba wo betena se adwene nkomo na ye die no ho a wo be huru se wo ba wo nya hwe nka enti dia wo be ye ne se wo ba wo be di atam na wasi na wo ko anansa wo makwara sa na me die ne tie. Edi bentina mu betumi de ala bia ye nyankopon bo so ne asase na sa ala we be kan kire mu se emma eye nkwasiafo emma enemu nyansa enye jimi kasa emma mu ana wo maami a wo no wo maami a wo no oba wanimu nyansa ebetumi ekura ni nsan aboso me nkono awo atete akora na mana be ye nipa se de wo kwasia mpanyine bi tisa wa be ye nipa no na Quran e kan tell say oba ye kwasia oba ni munyansa oba e limited in thinking ma fa se de Quran e kan because wo se mo dokomusheni e chan mo ma me no papa ni even mo amself mo ye mo ntia. How can you value a dead man who died as an animal? Yeah, ni wo ye tan you love the person more than wo ma me no papa, even yourself o yere na wo ma. At times I pity you guys. I pity you. No woman. No, ya na me ra ho am. Rich.
So, hey, Sankofa, I said no, no, do
my people. Rich, me pa cho me to no. Pressing next. Asemu. Nuru.
Yes, Sankofa.
What there?
Morning.
Morning.
Also.
Me so me hold me pa.
Me aware so about the tower chintin no kwasem a okeka dey also about the bomb ho ban yi my because e easy sir. one your friend say sisi masa akukuduro na amukuta no obo ade mfa bi nka ho enkofo akwa se kanka bi omo ha yo ma adwen se kanka na wo de hwe o prophet obo ade eyi na ma wiase akenkan kra wonim ebe de na nyame ni we amache
eya semu
obo ade nyina ekofa illiterate onim hwe nti omo mu di omo akoma adwene ne de yaje from nsam nti omo akoma na omo yusu obi o yusu na akoma bia ni onim nyansa meboa so unu so adwene akoma nti se oba
adwene na wonu so dia akoma ne yemfa nwene akoma yemfa nwene what reject adwene ne dia akoma ne dia onu waji bibia o waji bibia nkwase asem nyansa sem mo
waji bibia sanete etiemu de ye nkramofo twotwo ncho ba no kra ni nyansa bia ni somnum ya twen ho what they say true mu ya de adwene na ye adwuma ye mfa ya akoma enti no omo ba no mbe provoke a twa omo bo man ni omo ye kwasia ni aboa drop no
simple
drop no because una platform le o de nyansa for ye ho ye tie ye bo wachi dom nso pia hello metene nkapa yes
na me say yes almost start no ko bisa mala masam dia samba ya na
mala for ma bon kra church e buso am question omu ntimi nia no including my father e busa no question na eduru ba bia what they say o say me ha adwene dodo what they say one question person ko fa kra na me say me bisa Mohammed obeto ne papa mo ne na asefo na omo som bosom me pese me hu bosom na na omo som ne din ne your friend say
Mohammed ne kra na wa me to papa
yo
ye 1 year after ebi mo say 3 years ebi mo say 4 years but wa me to papa wu yansa ne ye enti asin say Abdallah ya ne papa no betimi aye 90% false because during that pre-Islamic time na ma ebo to that is muta marriage na won kere musumu ni mo Muhammad adopted free abosomfo no ho na emma no yesa awade ni bi ukunu wu a utimi de wo ho bo sa abra no enti Muhammad ne papa wu ye friend say emi na ekunu Abdallah ni wu ye no 1 year after ebisi 2 years ebisi 3 years ebisi 4 years and sana ya wu Muhammad so Muhammad na can be a two ba
possible
and abusunya wo frimo no so na wo mosom Allah na dada it is confirmed in the Quran say Safa and Marwa rituals na wo moye no ho no Quran na confirm say Allah say it was part of his rituals and what can Quran surah of the courage Allah say ono na wo bo abosomfo no ho ban ema wo mu ko edwadi a wo mo mfaso wo mu nya ene wo mo ho ban bo anu wo mo bo nyina wo no Allah na bo wo mo ho ban satam no wo mo som de no wo mo som bosom krije abusuanim na Allah efiri enti eya Allah no na edima wo mo wo abusuanim dada so Allah no was bosom na Muhammad ne na no wo mo som ne dada
enti na adenti na mo
bosom dada
ade na modi we be gina wo so ne obo ade
yeah me ya plan say omo ba omo say omo kan Quran na so omo person omo kan Allah na no mo de Nyankopon say no plan every time
me fi omo ni achi wade ase omo bisa ya wo tribes bi o hono mo a ye bubo din a enye ye ntia omo na age ade no tentan
nuru
mo afunu abo a wawu no okofa ebesiesie di enti onyade ne ho betwetwe Islam no onim so wawie adwene na loki
Mama mi Rashad underscore ever so what Rashad
Tongowa
yeah boko de
Tongowa
me pa cha me te won ka boko de
Tongowa
me pa cha o me te won ka o te men kan
Tongowa
Rashad ye te won kan
Tongowa
Me ho ya na so e.
Antikasa.
Sɛ wo ho yɛ.
Yeah, me ho ya.
Mekyerɛkyerɛ obi bia wɔ platforms. Me mpɛ sɛ menka asɛm kakraa bi. Meyɛ kremoni bet. O program no metaa hwɛ paa. Ma mpɛ sɛ menka asɛm kyerɛ yɛ nuanum akremofoɔ no. Yɛsrɛ ɔmo. Ɔmo ba platform no sa anaasɛ woka bibia. Ɔmo mbɛkyerɛ emu. Mo mba ne atemmidie. Because yɛ nyinaa yɛ follow. Yɛ nyinaa yɛ pɛ nakore. Ɔmo sɛ twi ni mba yie. Nakore na yɛ nyinaa hwehwɛ. Nti ɔmo ba saa na atemmidie no ɛma yɛ confuse. Ya yɛ nkremofo no yɛ confuse. Nti ɔmo ba ɔmo mbra mbɛkyerɛm. Sɛ deɛ wo ka ne nyɛ nakore a na ɔmo abɛkyerɛm ama yɛ ate aseɛ. Na sɛ wo ba ne ɛna oyɛ aboa oyɛ kwasia oyɛ aboa oyɛ kwasia na sɛ deɛ wo sankɔfo ka no ka no nakore.
Na no kura.
Sɛ wo nti sɛ ɔmo ba ɔmo be defend.
Semo.
Because you know follow. Nti ɔmo ba sɛ ɔmo be defend na ehu deɛ nakore ehum. Sɛ ɔmo ma ya confuse sankɔfa. Deɛ wo yɛ ne deɛ ni na wo yɛ no wo ma pressure na wo ma yɛ no by deɛ wo yɛ no je continue so ye follow by all means ye ba be hu nakore ehum no by all means ntro deɛ entimi
wow kasa do ja ko ko obo ade o nhyira wate
yo ho
nhyira do ma wo die pa
me das am say ene program no nipa titiri kranti a me ye no eye musuruma e na waba so no I think say I try say nanka me testing no na me na ba nanka abehwe program na se be me section wo me nya no enti se waba so a moma mesere mo a mo wo so no moma me ne mere na ye ni nkomo akara musuruma.
Good morning, Mechia
Obia Joso. Who can say the other day?
Honestly speaking, now me was yetaba no obi me number, so me kakokra no from say program now is it 3 days today no was the program no dey aba e da wa nya ne me wo edam.
Okay, so the me person me can say say wonya ko. Okay, the me person me can say the other day no can say your person you take on answer 4 ayat number 5 na say yan kan verse number 6 you know you better say na o kan. Okay. So and then you can free verse number 1 at the acoustic verse number 8. I think say na we have. Enti wa ba ni me say okay.
I don't think there is no need say better Fana Sura 1 and I say na besu bibi I want. No, it doesn't need. My emphasis Sura no.
Me pesa ya kind 5 and 6 okay. Me pesa ya kind 5 and 6.
Very good. My emphasis 5 and 6 no. Yes. I think that is the best.
Okay. Ti we am for 5 and 6 in mra. Eno na em say me. Okay. Number 5 only.
They can to say they were Mechia Ubia and Ubia Otie. It shows Metaba so Bebre. I have a lot of messages. I will be more indexing. Say, you see, the runner a bon come and shake by and a missie. And yes, me suru shake. That doesn't mean say me suruno because any platform on kwana issue anytime bia or babia me see and I keep on saying say all time Islam no that no sentiments is a me margin but always no say kasa we talk with maturity ya nkola there are certain things we onuma bebre kura even some Zongo for platform water call. By the end of the day, Nebimukra can say manamba because his type of person he's working with 2 fees. And yes, only Hanuntuna make a bamin himself or Basisia. You have been your program for so many years to say they were okay, and it's very, very difficult. bio camera emma ubia hu. And anytime I'm trying to make a reference, me be me camera na ma chere obi me chere me reference. This is how we used to learn. But you can't come and off your camera and try to talk about my religion. It doesn't make sense.
Muslim
you can't tell me what to say. I'm trying to make my point. Okay, because I'm running a bon common or buy an anamisi and yes, I miss Suruno, never and ever. Very good. Auntie, me per se who sa okay. So Sura now would buy any wala tu shufaha amwalakum allati ja'ala Allahu lakum qiyama warazakakum fiha waqsunuhu wa kuluhu lahum qawlan ma'rufa. And do not give the weak-minded your property which Allah has made means of sustenance for you, but provide for them with it and clothe them and speak to them words of appreciation, kindness. Okay. So the problem we are facing here, a word your friend shufaha. The first two, safa to sa iron. Problem we are having here is shufaha, weak-minded. As a oko tafsir muti say they wa okayano, and at say wa they wa obayano, even including my tafsir. Yeah, they buy and or they bear women, orphanage, boys. Women, boys, and all the bars are very good. I don't have any problem with that. Yeah, kashufaha, you can't say weak-minded. It's including anybody, everybody. This is one thing I'm saying. Nipa biya uti mi biano. Of course, bema kanho. Your wife is including your wife. Okay. Even your kids, with children, is including them.
Okay.
Even your children, even Ubushiya for Korano, it included everybody. Yakashufaha, it talks about this is a plural word a kanipa or yeah unwise to say they were Hello. And I am go say men for usika and mom. Yeah, because of Omoka say women. So you are basing on women. But if you say a young bankwana and almost squander scar. They can't say unwise there. Let's put it in logical here. Some of you being
Musulman on say ye program. Na say ye basic teachings on Islamic knowledge. Munyai, let's use our sense here or whatever. Islam have its own knowledge of the text. Okay, Islam kutawa no ankasa ni nimu dia won chere ho. Enti chere ni nimu dia ne chere say weak-minded people na wo no ema ene nkwara. Okay, and wo pesa wo di be shemu say it include obia including mema. But me ka say prove chere me to be improve me in any tafsir. Say a mema is part of those weak-minded people no to me improve fan chere me.
Very good.
It is proven. But it is proven in the tafsir. It is proven in the tafsir. Say, women and children. So say, knowledge in it. Want to know the unimu dia beka Islamic knowledge, and now say, who unimu dia na what they ban, what they better just to convince us.
This is not about Menkasa. This is not about say. Mede Madrin Echle, Tafsir, Ibn Kasir, Ibn Bas, Ibn Katad, Omuina, they are scholars. Omuma Tafsir meaning. And we have people as well, Omuma commentary. To say, friends say Takiya. Or no, yeah, but Tafsir ni we are, or no better Tafsir in our culture. The reason why, then and or no who we the first iron and it's a kotaki moi asema meka any na is included. And if if you own your show so I can open it, but I told you better might be a camera to see.
So the question here is the question and say scholars na kasa wo ma kire womu nimu because scholar bit say Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas. He is the only person Momo Prophet Muhammad Eden in Saturn so bomb pie man say Allah money Quran ni mun chile mu ni mu dia enche ubia. Ibn Abbas akasa. Ni nimu dia ne kutana no. Said ya mu didi se mo prophet ni mbie na no kan asem keke di obeka bia na ye nyankopon na dia ma no. Enti nya asem ofri na no ba ye no osire nyankopon sanse nyankopon do ni nti. Or the side mu dia ne be ma Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas akire mu se asem no ala kan ye ni sanse wono ni kuta nimudia efri nyankopon ho ni nti wo se asem ala kan ye ne ye ema ene nkwara including your wife. Also say scholar bi a wono na be chire yi no ana se take bi a wono na be chire no ese wono nso so di ni nimudia be kan de Ibn Abbas aka no ho wo di nimudia be kan de Ibn Kathir aka no ho enti say no you are trying to accept the modern scholars translation of the Quran or the tafsir of the Quran than the olden days. Now they stayed with the prophet, they walk with the prophet, and your prophet even prayed for some. And yes, I'm a person watching.
Okay.
So what do you make say? What my kind? Me person what my kind number 6 because they no case your kind number 6 now you better number 5 for us.
Yeah.
Me person my kind number 6 now me number 5 for us say they walk.
Very good. Meba na sana odiaba. You see, and I may catch your one say the issue we are having here idea a friend is shufaa and never forget shufaa una ye troyen. Omo tro say Christ. And never let shufaa una ye troanum. This is a word of Arabic. And they say the Arabic translation how it is Ibn Abbas now what they can say the Arabic ebaya. There is no way ever Ibn Abbas tafsir through Arabic on wise you will never see it. They has given a lot of examples what you are saying.
Okay, Ibn Abbas tafsir ayatwa no Arabic you never can kai. Naturally you say or my different example bi yeah.
It's going to take a lot of times. So what they
Met me the tafsir naba because tafsir no omo ye no the Arabic and the translation. Ti met me the tafsir no with the Arabic and abero na wa kenkan ya hwese ye won kire mu wo Arabic ni mu a wode mema kan ho.
Very good. Mate. So I think say odebe bakura no are good, but if you can check the word shufaha, the definition of sufaha in Arabic word.
Okay, so for her in Arabic word, na say anything. What does it mean?
That is the meaning. Say unwise.
Okay, thank you. So there is no need say you better check it. The unwise over here, no, or unwise over here because ye nyina what as a ceremony no say commission edikaya cancer asem we actually ma already said. And ma are limited in thinking. The reason why you charge a padia yama oba half on yama bema fu no. It has a purpose. Okay, can the tafsir of it a bachelor of the entire I was yama bema muya yama oba half because oba is limited in thinking. Okay, there is no way in Islamic books a man also is limited in thinking.
There is no way I'll make an agreement with you to say they were make no. So, Quran na ye kaino. You go and watch and how they make a research. Quran eka satambia or kase afala ta'akilun. Don't you people have mind to think? This is where I want to bring you here. Okay. Quran, because Quran eka asemtambia and you can ask anywhere. I think me pese men share aya no na menche yankobo ka say afala takilun. Use your mind.
But was here so now
let me land.
I want to know. Now you want to tell us
let me land when you come in. Okay, Kasa.
Now I want to understand per your own sayings, you know. What could to Quran and say afara takilun or whatever? Don't you use reasoning? Okay, not just say now no Quran can be understood by reading and reasoning about it, and not the matter of scholars.
Of course,
and yet the matter of knowing Arabic. It's not the matter of knowing Arabic, but rather matter of reasoning about the statement of the Quran.
You see, Quran, Ocean, Quran is classified in 3 states. I'm not diverting the topic, but I'm perceive me make a reference. Quran kasa fa ade esiye. Mimi hu ye also hu ye. Quran has given us a lot of things that has happened before. And the Quran sa kasa what will happen sisia in a means to na ye boy abrabo no. Quran kasa say niema we be see ye time. And sa kasa fa ade ebesi ewe etirimoda. So Quran is classified by 3. So our main issue here is ashufaha, unwise, ashufaha. Men fa wo japade emma omwa they are limited in thinking. Mba boys, orphanage, and I say orphans. This is 3. Quran eka say ashufaha and all the mba edi bae. And all the unkola edi bae, and all the orphans e bae. I'm the head here. So this is what we are basing on right now. And this is where I want to use you as a reference. Already umpe Islam, umpe kremusum. But let me use you as a Muslim right now. Wawari. Owa yere sisia. And a one who say Quran eka say men fa usika. Enfa ma oba a oma jumundo. And I say oma jumu enyiye.
Let's be fair. One specific. One can say oba na adwini mu noye. Was say
then I make say plural.
Specific dia.
And I make no say also woman. It's talking to me. Me kremoni. Me na me kind of me who do mo kase. You say me ma me mfa me sika emma mba. Me mfa say me yere a na adwini mu enye den. Enyiye. Ana me boye sa no mo ka. Okay, so this is.
I said, no, I said, na wode man. Who yes specific say ebia who say we enimu nyansa. And I won't for Japadia man. I said, that is swang, sir. And yes, I can say women here all a maha a wo we are seeing now.
It can never be. It can never be all women. So if
Sankofa meba Muslim meba. So wadi can catch or say, me I'm trying to understand him in a point. Wadi can catch or say in Kramosumono, edu baby say one kasa wo de wadwene yeden. Eti in 70 biase. I know your point I media to ho. Afi ba kon so say orphans omonimu nyansa they are lower in thinking. That's what the Islamic religion is claiming. Say every orphan onimu nyansa. Oba enimu nyansa. And you orphan on to 20 nyansa. Na mon to us me pesa or make it me claim bi o me de tutu to China that me busa no ho nsem they all can.
Okay.
And you have to mon to us.
The claim offense no.
Asemna American wa no. Me japade is for my kids. Me orphan. Me wusisi ana me ye wu ye kra. Japade na me boboni na no. Me de bobo edit to ho edit ma me busuya for. So if I decided to allow anybody to squander my property, do you think say I'm being fair to even my kids? I'm not being fair. And this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying. Or him or Heniba. Last night kasano. Maybe sa guy be wa hanom say.
Muslima.
Let me land, please. Let me land. Let me land here. Last night, the first topic and maybe sa guy be wa hanom say. Yavani say mame for Heniba. We are learning. I always unim me.
Oh, what they kasa me your cool.
Okay. Oheniba owa hanom. Wa ware. Na oyere ebet na wonche na oka so Oheniba mam 100 billion me pese me mfanye business. Ena wo ohye oba ne na adwene business na obeye no ena wo so wa hu say no. Business we made 1 billion mo oba we no a on me handle sa business no. Let's be realistic here and be fair. What the 1 billion be more about
no query nyame said ya work and me answer me you can catch or say I'm trying to understand you. Who no per se uchre asamonuma a general ne individual perspective.
That is it.
I heard now they call say now they call the army. Now we are doing 100 billion men.
Very good.
But
This is one.
But this is where this is where Kremusumono a generalize it and one Chiremusa de Wu canon. And what you are saying is not Islamic, but rather the Quranic terms on a year can once them. Because you are doing this thing in an individual way. Said the Ujine say a bebwa family, no, and I would the person who did generalize the entire Islamic teaching, but Antisa our Quran.
And Quran will never finger point to one person. Now I can't want them. Or kasa in general. Now also they are called Ajunjimu say, are you part of it? Meba Maria we. Meba relax. Obe bisa. Ope se umbisa sema obe bisa. To say Obana Baka say mama 1 billion. 1 bisa a question. And I would do 1 billion man. It's not up to 1 year. And I was about to say, oh, Scano Ejumana Uncle, Safa 1 billion mammy. What you say? Okay, so this is where you can say Ashufaha, and it's not even talking about Mbano Kwao. Antina Mekano say over commentary. Any nipa oma share word Shufaha no, it's including guidance and I say caretakers. It's including a lot of people no awunim say wodi usika be mano obe squander. Look at what this Quran is. This is a beautiful of Quran. And ya bibiromo wajai or mokola no Quran, they did not handle their money very well. Kola no kromo suffer. So if you are to think and then protect your money at the beginning, men misuse scanning anyhow or bushing phobia or honum. They just try to squander your money. By this time, they are not suffering. So me, as I'm sitting down here, it talks about women. But me seeing the woman I'm living with, I have 100% confidence. Say maybe more than 1,000 billion. Say Jessica will see one of your business. She's going to do it perfectly for me because. So if she's not going to do that with my kids, then what is the access of say I'll never give it to her.
Commentary about that same text in the Quran. Does it speak as what you are saying now?
It speaks.
So what of the Sankofa Kinkan?
That is a Quran.
No, I can't have seen hadith be can where backing a can test.
Yes, of course.
Why you are not here? And since I said they are all canon, I don't know where it's found in your tafsir or your hadith. Papa.
Muslima. Me dia mo kan put it and shada anya me problem. There be problem kase ne say Muslima. Muslima mpacha wo ho. Hello Muslima. Mpacha o meeting na tie me why?
O meeting men kasa enti na ma meeting.
Ede na eche say obi a oye janka oye unwise as an adwene wo fom. Obi oye janka. What shoes? Ade nti na Quran kasa say obi a oye janka oye unwise.
I don't know, meaning say o akwala na say wow. Yeah, I'm sure. Say oh yes.
Often in young kwara. Often you can't often in ya kwara nko.
This is
someone only hwesofo. So you bet me nya obi a wo ye panyin na woni hwesofo. So stop limiting the word often from kwara. Do check the meaning of orphan. The other day, who can say something? So we can the same thing. Check the meaning of orphan.
What is
orphan? I don't know. Me cast on friend to one. Maybe some say one hono. Okay, say me cast on point. Muslim. Me want some Muslim.
Orphan. What does orphan means? One a orphan.
Yeah, we say one a orphan. You can't orphan. One a orphan.
Say me maka mo say yes sir. What I understand about orphan?
Okay. Orphan. Me patch. Who often means akwara, right?
Janka. Na dream.
Okay. You can say janka. Akwara nko na ye janka.
O say then.
Akwara nko na ye janka.
Akwara nko na ye janka. Like
you can say janka. Obi a o maame no o papa ewu agya no. Ye frɛ na janka. Ana say obi a wo maame no papa apono a woni hwesofo kran yetimi yisu we de janka ne de man because woni hwesofo obi a woni hwesofo ye fre ne janka enti e wo panyina wo ye janka e de wo akwara wo ye janka so orphan over here no doesn't necessarily mean enkwara. Orphan means obi a woni hwesofo, a person who does not have a guardian. And talking about verse number 6 now, was it when you become a guardian to an orphan, try not to consume their property excessively. Thinking they grow up.
So right now, when you become to a guardian to an orphan, what time some guardians so you can wase?
Muslima meba. Ode me nkom topic na so. Hono unwise no. Ona pese mu se eba ne sen na obi ayo orphan na oye unwise.
That is why I'm trying to ask you a question, sir. Meaning say wow, let's put it that way, see. Say akwala yemfa ne say akwala no ewo yemfa ne say akwala no wo 10 years. And wa ba won chaka say da mam 100 million. Do you think say akwala no obema no anase wo ma no? Obema no. Meba obema no ana wo ma.
Meba. Muslima mpacho obi a wedi 18 years to me unwise meba.
That is what I'm saying. Entina aya na etwa so 6. Entina aya na etwa so 6 in the car say. Say obe show omo and the one who say omadwumo edo ho no mo na wo de omo ade dia mo.
Muslima, according to Quran, what age makes a person an orphan from nkwala kwesi age ben?
According to Quran am pointing a main age infancy honum. Maybe say I point Quran or I may forget, but say over to scholars more. Omo chere time no to say hadith wo honum a say the moment na obema obeda a obesoda say woni oba eda honum and I say mo have sex. Sa time no sa bema no wa do adolescent. This is one.
This guy doesn't understand the meaning of orphan. Orphan enya kwara. Stop limiting the word orphan to akwara.
Zagoba.
That is the question he asks. Obisam say, according to Islam, Tambena akwala yin, and I say yes and Obisam. Okay. And the mina mante. Sorry, and the mina question. Okay. So this is one special thing about Islam which is so pure.
Okay.
The time a child become an orphan to Islam, because we have two types of orphan, even more. First orphan now I want to talk about is say akola and I say obani obema ewaria na obema nubu ejai akola or yere no. To some moment on the fre sa akwala no say or your orphan because only papa. But when the woman died, I mean pengu say o woman need war. The child is not orphan.
Okay.
Do you know the reason why? This is Islam. This is Islam, a very pure religion.
You say this is Islam. You say this is Islam, but Islam, you are trying to add your own understanding to the Quran. That when it comes to you, they will say this is Islam. Thank you. What do you have to uncommon?
Dentia se obanu wua yemfre akwalani orphan say. In Islam, it's the responsibility of the man to take care of the wife and the kids. Se obani wa, the man can still stand and make a lot of means. Obeye jumana wa she akwalano.
Na obadi me she akwalano.
Seme kasa. This is where yebesa aba asemna edi ashim.
Oba ni wu ha de won so oba no mo respect no nti o mo say be ma no
you can
say stand a chance
you people
but
can
the same offer no but the same offer no onimu nyansan the same offer no onimu nyansan on na you are more prophet because Muhammad in so ni papa wu yansan ye wo no and o ma me na raising up
And I mean, the same questions I maybe say nini na kan Sankofa.
That the same offer na what you and the obey prophet amamu who value no more than mo maame no mo papa.
Sankofa. Asa mo ya me steps na me hyehyɛ bae no. Mo ya ache. Ya hyehyɛ ba. Inti Muslima, continue.
This is where I'm talking about. You see, through Islam, I'm not going to say oba bebre. But there are a lot of yembanum because system no society na change you know. Oba betima pie na wako ye juma na wako toyin so na wako ton deni na wa hwe ne yere. That has never limited a woman. This is rather a respect.
Muslima, meba. Inti so it makes akwalano unwise, meba. Akwalano say wabe onim nyansa.
Obema akwalano unwise like how?
Chobo. Say ma o say obi oyo fan. Ebi a papa wo na papa na ewu eja yere ne mba ho no. It makes the akwala unwise, meba. Stated by the Quran. So omo ya orphan so onim nyansa, right?
Oh, gaza metie.
Me be so question. Me say e make akwala no unwise meboa.
O bisa me question. Time be na akwala be ye orphan. Ayama be free akwala orphan. Anye sa na o bisa.
Yes, inti Quran no say.
Ena mama, ena me.
Nti won watchire.
Ena me tell.
Hono ya tiase. Say papa ni wu a neja oba no ne akwala na it makes them orphan. It makes akwala no orphan. Quran so orphan.
Emma akwala no orphan. When akwala no na dwimu enyi na dwimu like na dwimu boy.
Islama me bisa say obi a oyo orphan. O say obi oyo orphan ye obi a ne maame na papa te na papa ne wuja maame ne nkwala no. Nti makes nkwala no orphan meboa. Nti nya just that time no omunim nyansa meboa.
If you ask say ubisa question allow me to clarify myself answer na what they are about what they are saying about because yes I always na ma misunderstanding me and I make us say akwala ka say unwise time be na akwala yen friend say and I say ya ka say akwala we no wa do adolescent age. Ubisa me sa question.
Enya adolescent age asem na ebisa. Tie question here. You bisa say me bisa say Quran who how do you determine someone who is an orphan? Now say maame ne papa te wo. Omo nkwala.
Okay, let me clarify something here. Akwala Quran the way Quran e kanu. Say akwala ye be friend say this child no or ye orphan say akwala no na adwemu enye den na adwemu
Assalamu alaikum muslima.
Ole
pacho no boss pacho no chiremu biem say repeat be o say akwala
boss pacho mpese mi ni muslima mi draw na attention idea ba kuso.
Okay
muslima pacho mi a fellow Muslim brother.
Naam.
But me pacho who platform so and who baby na say yes submission and make sure you understand the question before you make any attempt to answer.
All right. Okay.
Because once you miss the question, definitely you will miss the answers. Even say unim near ukakra obey mistakes.
Okay.
The seminar omo kanu no more bisau about orphan. One and some so sometimes you miss the context in which some airflow. Yes, you'll be an orphan. Orphan, you'll be a new mamiu, new papayu, a jankaba. That is it. And no, and yes, in Islam, a different from this norm. Universally, your cultural universal ewo bebia krumbia su aware ewo ho krumbia su nipa uba obehwe uba. Those are cultural universals, but there are some specific traditions tradition Emma families be bia Arabs and I say, but generally Islamically, yes, you'll be a janka, and I see you'll be a orphan. Or bet me a year, your friend is saying, Nippon bet me a year, 1 year, 8 years, 10 years, 16 years, Nina, send me mammy and any papa anywhere. That person is an orphan. Mind you, Obia oye 40 years kra ani papa and ani mommy anyhow. Nippon see ye orphan. But given that Nippon enyin akodru sa 40 years no, there is that expectation say Nippon edru bebia obetima manage ni own affairs. Enti asem where ye ka orphan in this verse no, it is relative to nkwala, but untimi nkase automatically orphan bia akwala. Oh, that is your friend is saying point and person mean draw attention, bro. So into yes submissions, making sure say you understand the question clearly before you make any attempt.
Well, Medasifa Ejra, Medasifa, they were draw my attention. I think
Ijra, that's it. So I draw attention.
Yeah, I think say more wa be asem no e dey ama musisia. So that is what I'm trying to explain. Anything I can say
now you are not trying to explain that the same thing the Ejra can. Oh, now the baby. That's the truth.
This is one thing. Me kasa, you know, people allow me to speak. Now more they are ashamed. So how will you understand what I'm saying? Mama land here. But so it has already been BM Ediama. So if you are unwise, maybe Islam is very pure, Alhamdulillah. And this uncle for yen to us. The assembly one my yen to us. And the Hanum no car say, say Ayah 6 no. And no car say, Samobe share unqualani says, see a normal jimoa be. Ombetima handle or property more form of their mom because it does not belong to anybody. Dear. So what is wrong about Islam being a pure religion?
So Ejra Emma some AB submission, which is nice. But so Islamically, to say Ejra Bema say orphan can be from age from Akwala Yawon Fufra Koshi if I say 40 years.
Grandpa, orphan is an orphan. There is nothing like Islamically. You will be our orphan. Orphan is an orphan. That's all.
We are orphan from Calabria. You continue to be orphan till you die.
Okay, so the main thing Ayana said the Ijra can yen down for community at the age of 40 when you're capable of, taking care of himself. Under a guidance of anybody. That you will be on your 40 years, maybe wayare, on to mean taking care of himself. That person will be under the care of somebody, so that person is still an orphan. The orphan is an orphan. There is nothing like Islamic.
Muslima Uche. Say Muslima, what makes them unwise? Papa
Oh, what make them unwise? Say explanation I think who he has a better cast in the hour because when somebody is unwise, like the idea man or not say no. Yeah, this could be a man can be shit. Do you think say
Muslima? Pacho, hold on. Brother, Pacho, let me attempt to answer that question.
Let me answer.
Why? Because Quran is said.
So here is the thing.
They are unwise.
Oh sure. In that context, Abia explicitly farm say age group, but sure context of that ayana. It is talking to in relative to a certain group of nkwala say Abia akwala no enyan drew age bi na se ni mami ni papa ewu a you have to manage it. Chere say Omunu, they are expected, it is expected, say, San Nipanu, Mitri no dear Allah. Okay, your father said,
Ijira, Grandpa Meba, Ijira,
yeah,
according to the scholars of the Quran, that is the tafsir from Ibn Abbas, Yaka the tafsir from Ibn Abbas, and tafsir from Ibn Kathir, which they have specifically tell us, say, that offense over there refers to encourage children and women, including wives. They are unwise, so we don't give our wealth, which Allah has given us as a sustenance, means of sustenance to them, because they are unwise. So the question here is it true say Oba ya unwise ana? Is it true say Oba adwene te say akwara? Enti say wodi wajapade ma Oba misuse no say the akwara misuse ade ana.
there be yes, sir.
So on your scholars and do you agree with them?
In this context, I do not agree with them.
Thank you. So scholars are trying to tell us, but they are scholars which they are well-known people. They are well-known scholars, which Islamically they have been accepted as scholars. Ibn Kathir one tafsirs. They explain the Quran for everybody. Ibn Abbas one tafsir according to the hadith. Your prophet prayed for what do you call it? Ibn Abbas said, Allah emani Quran nimu dien chirasiye no enchen any other scholar. Ibn Abbas. So commission about fire the man.
Mecca was scholars we asema wukai. Mami ka asemi no. First of all, me say me won kola, and I understand say Bema bia a udru baby na say your wish and prayers ni say won kola no omo benyin aye ni papa aseno. Whatever achievement what me anyano, they should exceed that.
Sure.
And scientifically, yenim say enimdie is not static. It's always subject to change.
Sure.
Sesia ni mimi kachre woni say yen Muslims ye wo different. Sana Christians who ewo different. Even traditionalists cry ewo different. But normally ye generalize Islam no the share box ba komo na ye condemn obia based on certain scholars tafsir. Me say okachire me say one na ye Muslim. Me as Muslim as I am, my understanding of Muslim is different from the general explanation of Bibemao.
So who is a Muslim to you?
Okay, a Muslim is someone who acknowledges the existence of a supreme being, the creator of nature.
Okay, so either the person believes in Muhammad or doesn't believe in Muhammad, he is a Muslim. Once he believes the existence of the creator, he's a Muslim.
Once you have this belief, first of all, you are a believer.
Okay.
Now, what will make you a Muslim, in my understanding, are one or two principles. First one, which is, if you believe that there is life after death, you are close to being a Muslim. The third point is, if you believe that whatever is meant for you will always find its way to you, and you believe that whatever you do not get wasn't destined for you to have, which is you shouldn't, vainly regret what is in the past, and you shouldn't anxiously wait for what's in the future. Believe in say, near waba ewiasenu, near waba wiasenu, onu wunya efreni ho, wenyanswa efreni ho. Once you have this, you have submitted yourself to the will of the Creator. And that is being a Muslim, submission to the will of the Creator. So whoever submits himself to the will of the Creator, minya enyama hondi ntina minya ye.
That means you don't support the Quranic interpretation of someone who is a Muslim.
Uko Quran mua. Quran amfa Christians and their grow Quran mu. Eya ubrie Quran meba ubrie Quran wa meba usha Quran mua. Usha Quran mua. Verse 2. Yeah.
Metewasi, but Tunim say Quran actually who is a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay. So
the one who is a Muslim, whoever submits himself to the will of God.
Quranic interpretation of who is a Muslim is someone who believes in Allah, believes in the angel, and believes in his messengers without doing a distinction between them. Okay. So if you believe in all the prophets, you believe in Allah and you believe in all the angels, then you are a Muslim. But if you distinction between the prophet and you choose to follow someone, other prophet, and leave others, then you are not part of Muslim. Especially if you don't accept Muhammad to be a prophet, you are not a Muslim according to the Quran.
Sankova, asemwe wukano. And I make just say, Osha Quran mua. The way who use your friend saying this verse Surah Nisa verses where mu use mu analyzing with that interpretation. Osha Quran mu chapter 2 verse 62 obe hu say Quran nankasa eka say Christians, Jews and the Sabians obi a wo gidi say Nyankopon ewo ho ejidi say atemuda ewo ho na nipa no ye papa live good life atemuda nipa no has their reward.
That was before Muhammad.
Meba, you are getting it wrong. Go and read the verse. Meba, push your verse now. Meba, Sankofa, Meba.
Let me help you. Okay.
All right.
We have 3 different verses in the Quran that says the same thing. And yesterday program, that is the program we did yesterday. It says that was before Muhammad.
No, there is no preposition there. If you look at the verses, there are no prepositions, whether it is before or after. So who would you mean before or after enkaho? What?
Can we read it?
Open it. Fatu page nusu. And show me the preposition actually say. Show me the prepositions that shows before or after.
Okay, so the ayah is Quran Surah 2, ayah number
62.
Okay. What do you kasame kofaba?
All right, okay. So, Niami can say, Sesia politics aba religion mu and divisions endorse be brainu, be it Christianity, be it Islam, bebia obe fabia politics inti ena ama ye kan saying bebia obe fabia problems in kitwa ohwe verse na sa verse na mi kan wansem no ebimu interpret say the Christians or Jews before Prophet Muhammad. Meanwhile, if you read that verse, it is clear.
Okay, so this is the ayah, Quran Surah 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat number 62. It says, indeed, those who believed, that is past tense, believed, okay, and those who were Jews or Christians or Sabians, into bracket, before Prophet Muhammad, those among them.
Sangofa, don't even go to the end. Sir, before the prophet into this bracket, it's not part of that ayah.
So, okay. Let me prove it to you. Said Yamidi Kakaya, okay. I can boldly tell you, sir, you can never be a Muslim without accepting all the prophets of Allah. You can never be a Muslim. according to this ayah. Let me give you the ayah. Enra ye kan ye. Quran Surah 4, ayat number 150 to 151. Enra ye kan sa ayah no. Was say, okay, what the mame fa ayah nam da ne yemfa to na men kan che o who said this ayah no, it is true say it was before Muhammad. After Muhammad, if you don't believe in Muhammad as a prophet, you can never enter the kingdom of Allah. Mame fa ayah no to na men chero. O de
Okay,
kasa
Michelle.
Hey, Israel said, yeah, bro. Answers are all made. I say, if you believe to be Islam, they said there's some kofa but all the same, if the Jews and the Christians, okay, they believe in one God, does that make them Muslims?
Grandpa, what do you know?
Okay.
Okay, Quran Surah 54. Quran Surah 4, ayat number 150. Yebeka 151, 152. Ebechero who is a believer and who is a disbeliever. Okay. So indeed, those who disbelieve in Allah and his messengers and wish to discriminate between Allah and his messengers and say we believe in some and disbelieve in others and wish to adopt a way in between. Okay, verse number 151. Okay. Well, see, those are the disbelievers truly, and we have prepared for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. Verse number 152. But they who believe in Allah and his messengers and do not discriminate between any of them, to those he is going to give their reward, and ever is Allah forgiving and merciful. So this is very clear that if you believe in some of the prophet and disbelieve in some of the prophet, then you disbelieve in Allah and you are just a disbeliever. You can never be a believer of Allah without believing all the prophets. So no one can be a believer of Allah, or no one can be a Muslim without accepting the fact that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah and he has brought a message for mankind. This is a Quran. So those ayahs, even the ayahs that you quoted, we can get some in Quran Surah 5. It says the same thing. Those who were Jews, Sabians, and Christians, whoever did the right thing will gain the kingdom of Allah. But that was before the time of. If you read the tafsir of those ayahs, that is what they are trying to say. And this is the ayah from Quran Surah 4. And also so I can specifically say, if you discriminate from the prophet, then you are not a believer.
Mitimika, Sankofa say, and me as a Muslim, me kase Jews. When you say Jews, from Moses and I, sir.
Yeah.
Moses, one speaking Arabic. So says if I have a problem with Jews, knowing that they are the people of Moses, not say I see them as non-believers, automatically I am discriminating against Moses.
You see,
let's talk about that discrimination. If today me as a Muslim, me ya woman wakremusumu, and me and I me decide say young woman and free her. And then near Christian, ni mami a woman, and you only decide to say a young woman as Christian. And then near a woman as Jew, and you no ne pe and a young woman as Jew. And a nipana or a Jew and nenu, or no all born in whom modding asum yami, why ni mami ni papamu a treno. Or born in whom modding, sana Christians nina, ebo mu modding.
But there is free will, which when you can leave.
My brother.
Ijra is even trying to accuse Allah to be monafiki. Yes, I can tell you that because even Allah discriminates against the Jews. Because if you read Quran,
Meba page issue. I joined to debate.
Sure.
But if you are saying, say me cut say nyankopon say it is unfair.
Okay, okay. Let me apologize.
Meba. Say ana me cut
the reason why I make
no, my brother, Meba. If you have a problem with your friend is saying Islam, you do not generalize it, because you should know there are people who have different understanding of
every Muslim believe in Allah. Every Muslim believe in Muhammad. Every Muslim believe in the Quran.
Okay, let me even correct you, Adiabakwa. If you are speaking, your friend is saying English, we can say every Muslim believer. There is no need for you to say Allah. Every Muslim believe in God. Since we are speaking English, you use the word God, not necessarily using the Arabic term.
Let me put it that way. Every Muslim believe in God. Every Muslim believe in Muhammad, and every Muslim believe in the Quran. So no Muslim can go against whatever the Quran says, because according to the Quran, even Allah cursed the Jews and the Christians. So he has discriminated. He has discriminated them. But if you tell me that you as a Muslim cannot discriminate the Jews because they follow Moses, meaning if you do that, you are doing something that goes against Islam. Then that is why I was trying to tell you that then Allah did something that goes against Islam, because he discriminated between the Jews. And then he cursed them according to Surah 2, that is Surah 9, ayat number 30-31. He cursed them. And even Muhammad, when Muhammad was in his sick bed, he cursed them, he cursed the Jews and the Christians until he died. There is a hadith over there. Muhammad said it in the hadith.
First of all, I don't work with hadith. Hadith in your
hadith in but what the Quran says, I don't think you can say the Quran you are not going to accept it. Maybe when you only Quran when you Quran the
AI Quran for no.
But what and he said Allah discriminated between the Jews and the Arab. Why can't you discriminate? You discriminate the Jews.
Okay, so me, I don't discriminate against anyone, because I know that me capture our sembako say me my example say me ya wo me to kremusum and ya me na me select me ma me papa say me person me pin free her.
Sure.
Sana Jews no so the same thing. Sana Christians so the same thing. Me understanding no.
Okay.
Well, me that is my understanding.
Okay.
They see me for Quran, not say me can Quran. My understanding of Quran too is based on Adrina Nyakopon Emami.
Okay.
Sebi, see in the Quran, our baby Quran eka say lakum dinukum waliya din. To you is your religion and to me is my religion. But one say in that context, Obia fa Obia say it is about religion. Meanwhile, it is philosophical. Say ene meton adiana say me see 2000. That's a woba say minti so mau 1,500. That's me say minti swa. Minti me enti swa. I have to keep my thing. Now so far we can call. It is about understanding to coexist peacefully. Now ask me ebani say na sisia yenya problem ena ntokwa ewo a religion is based on politics. Politics no say Arabic language no omo betimi a translating no senya omo pe to suit certain agenda based on politics. Sesia me no ekasa na se me see this thing is light. Me say this thing is lighter and then about wajemu. I'm not necessarily talking about eja kania ana yaso kania. It may be say adianu emu nyedru. That is why it is light. It may be say it's a form of addition every wajemu. So yeah, this is light. So one word is subject to interpretation. Enti obi wo ho one say Quran where I would try first one omudi etu into brackets say before Prophet Muhammad. Oshe other translations are sa bracket no ho. What is it telling you? It means someone is doing something to change a certain narrative. Enti me won't me catch me say Me turn Christian and I me hate Jew and I mean no. I have conscience.
I like your idea. I like it, and I think this is how religion is supposed to be. You take your religion, I take my religion. I don't need
That
to
is
have
it.
problem with you because you don't believe in God that I'm worshiping. Okay, you don't believe in my prophet. This is how religion is supposed to be.
Even
Okay,
me bow.
And
Believing
also
in
to
other
Sankofa,
and
we are
ways
also
of
to give
minority
your
in here.
children's chance to move wherever they
Sankofa,
want.
we are minority in here. We are minority. We are majority in here. The thing will change.
Narrative never change.
Narrative message.
I don't get it.
When you guys are minority, Moko baby na Musa, the narrative is different. You claim to be peaceful. Oh, we coexist. Mo be a majority and the narrative change. Why?
Me ya wo me wanima. Minyin e
Uh-huh.
wanima. Dunia
Uh-huh.
cinema. Your churches wanima. And the Muslim community, Muslims a majority.
Debbie. You cast a majority in the place, and you said the padudu. You can impositions in the political positions.
Okay. No, so me ba. When him say who care about positions, when him say your friend is saying the major political system.
Mama, get back to the topic because topic and answer all of a sudden. Why? I'm saying
All right. So the thing is, I have observed one or two things. I have observed a few things, and then he said, "Yeah, or no, grand. I don't mean who did nankasa. Grand. Okay, grandpa. Mawu say indirectly, no. It seems you who understanding and perception of Islam, no. Some way me nisa perception against any religion. We will not have any argument on religion.
Oh, Debbie.
Me basu because na sa other brother na no, what was his name? Is it Muslima?
That was Muslima.
Yeah, he was mistaking the word orphan. Instead of him to get
say no. You perceive who say orphans unwise. Orphan for who you for minimum yansana. Honey perceive.
And when I make catcher say orphans and say the word orphan has nothing to do with being wise or unwise. It's not the state of mind. Orphan a state of relation with unkrofo omo waba we asemu. Say omu ko you are an orphan. Whether we are kwala 1 year and now we are 50 years na so omu mienu no wuko wadani orphan. Now, in that context of asama mukanu, orphan asama ekanu, it is likely say it is talking about near omu nyini ye. And it's saga no finding it difficult. Talking about adolescence and maturity. Meanwhile, Obi Oho, when you drew 30 years, but the person is still not matured. Obi Suwoho 12 years, but the person is matured. So
but
often no
or in general, say or in general or say
at the end of orphan amount. Verse number 5 on orphan niho. Was it do not give your wealth to weak-minded, okay, to weak-minded people, which Allah has made your property, which Allah has made it as a sustenance, means of sustenance, to sustain you, to those who are unwise, okay. So
automatically so ehono se wo sika ana wo ejapade na se wo wankasa nipa na wo ne no ete no, be it or yakwada wo or penyu or your oba. Say you know the person's capabilities. So if you know the person is wise, then this is not applicable to you.
The thing what I'm trying to let people know is what I know about Islam is Islam has its own knowledge of everything. Everything being existed was as Islam one own knowledge about it. So the unwise over there, one own knowledge, own idea, and own interpretation over there. So we went and read from the scholars of the Quran, which is the tafsir from Ibn Abbas and tafsir from Ibn Kathir, which they told us exactly say the unwise mentioned there is Allah is trying to talk about women and children. So the unwise over there is not about orphan, but rather women and children, including wives.
That tafsir now uka we nasem no. Year ben enebaye. This was about 1,000 years ago, and I yes, sir.
But we have hadiths which also came later.
Me bow Sankofa, simple question. Tafsir where uka this was about 1,000 years ago, and I yes, sir.
So the question here is, should Muslims reject the tafsir of the Quran? Just answer me. Should Muslims reject the tafsir of the
Quran? About the impact of knowledge. And let me give you a certain example. Me say fasting. I don't wait to go and sight the moon, and I don't wait to get information from Saudi Arabia. Me phone say and I say me sure app you see the full moon.
Okay.
I make use of it. Because
I've seen your type of Muslim.
And then semi-call Saudi
Arabia news or whatever.
And then semi-call Saudi Arabia.
AI phone.
And then semi-call Saudi Arabia. I do not have to work because the people work and now omutina upon kosu. There is an easy way. I take the easy way. It's hard to understand.
There is no need to, continue the argument.
Very good. And when I can say, I didn't get here about argument. It was a debate. I came on to let my other brother understand. Say no, baby are all fast kono. And yes, sir. Say me will be uncommitted my idea. But I wanted him to understand. We won't say me catch and say he should understand the question before he even attempt to answer it.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. They don't believe in their question.
They reject the tafsir. They reject the hadith.
Yeah, but they reject the
because maybe another thing is most of this tafsir you should also take note. Say the year na omuye tafsir no counts. Your friend is saying the era, the community na omuwom ni na county.
Relax.
Even the Quran, no community no woman can Quran, no community no woman can era no okay. Translate meba Baba Shwaba translate Quran and I want Quran ya wo mato Baba Shwab Quran or mo kenkai. He translated the Quran based on era womb and how he understand the Arabic and where he found himself.
Okay. Great. So Oshia Obi to say Baba Shaib. If he has this understanding say we are saying no Danny. Say baby abrabona be dronu. You have to apply knowledge in context, given a community now womb and the available resources and review. Ojili say onu Baba Shaib say. O catcher and say, Obi, I a mistake be on ye then oni Christian be and Kuntokana Risa. Would you say he will have that mindset?
Dabi, Baba.
Very good. Into Osha context now, over to me say, now this is what Islam really means. Coexisting in peace. And how do you coexist in peace without considering the environment, without considering other people's feeling and understanding, without understanding say nipa na oye Christian nankasa enyo nankasa ene wo ne who edi share sa esomnumu. You have to consider all these factors.
Okay.
But before I will end your conversation, someone Obiabusa question was now were repeating so many times. Or see me say, how many times do you people now follow only Quran? How many times do you guys pray in a day?
Okay, so here's the thing. Mamima untia sebaku. Let me just underline. Me Quran alone. Say, you have emphasized on that. Say Quran alone, Quran.
You say you don't accept
me. Grandpa, shut up. Grandpa, please. Grandpa, please. Grandpa,
you said, Ijra. You said you don't follow the hadith. You don't accept the tafsir of the Quran. So you are Quran alone.
Why are you saying I'm Quran alone?
Okay, so
Then what
if
did
you
you
don't
add to
accept,
the Quran?
okay, so if you don't accept the
who is
tafsir,
making noise at the back?
me pacho, if you don't accept the
Once I walk
tafsir,
at you, and young one or platform, so who's making noise?
Sankofa,
Every
me
class,
pacho,
I'm not here for
me
argument.
what's
pacho,
now? Can you feel any nana and a
me pacho, nya abote no answer question na me pacho, because obi abusa that question so many times or and down. Ija, mesra mo nya abote na mo obi akasa yisia. Se unforo unye hadisi ni na unye tafsiri ni ya. Edi ebie na uji dika Quran na.
Very good.
Uncle Fabi, small one question why we are.
How do I philosophical wisdom. And then obi to say Plato, obi to say Aristotle. Almost same wo ho me who say it is applicable to life nipa obebo wa brabo peacefully. And share Quran, so, but I make use of it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. So answer the question. Until one, your type of Muslim, how many times do you pray?
Well, I pray 5 times a day.
Okay. I'm say when you answer. Until Ijra, yeah, that's it, baby.
All right.
Okay. He keeps saying, say, nobody selected any parents they want to be with. And you know, Obia call baby I won't fee. Into woman at Titano. To be Busana say, or Jitum San Cremosumono, Neba, Peso or Jai Cremo Cosum Ada a Yamon Preswana or Jitusa.
Me and ne say me ba Emma me reason say or no or feel say Islam no M1 or me then say I'll put him down, get answers from him, give him me reasons. Say on feel say obeya and no. Yeah, can say to you is your religion, to me is my religion. It's applicable. You start everything from home. Oh, sikana say odi be ye adipa. First start to fear.
Meba, Asamana Mebusa, no. They say, Obano or Kwa, why should we have to sit him down? He just decided he's on his own. And one of you Muslims just said that his mind is always subjected to a change. Therefore, why won't what they are telling will do bear 15, 16? Or say, I've decided not to worship. Why do you sit him down again and try to pollute his mind?
Neighbor, and this and woba 10 years, ever catch yourself, a certain warrior, Ube warrior man.
This is 16. I made mention of 16, 17. Says, Anna, everybody, I saw be these 6 years, your man, worry.
Very good.
No, just answer me what I want.
And no, na me catch reonu. Me ba ebe catch them say, opese on ya idea. I would want to understand why he wants to do that.
And yeah, what dear person, me say religion or person will change you when you
Charlie, as some way a simple and a me catch you. Near opese on ye wo wiase bia or be catch them say I want to do this. I will want to understand his decision. What informed his decision to do what he wants to do.
Or person catch you say or different religion. I don't know person won't need
and some are walk away, open arguments, keke. And I'm not going to lower myself to argue.
No, I'm not saying you lower yourself. And I'm telling you, you're insulting my intelligence. You say that you're insulting my intelligence. If you say that you're insulting my intelligence.
No, you are insulting your own intelligence.
No, I'm not insulting my intelligence. You want to, if you tell me you want to limit yourself, you wouldn't limit yourself to what I'm asking you are. Then you're insulting my intelligence.
Because you ask a simple question, I give you a simple answer, and you are still
in the Quran that you force around the bush to worship. And therefore, if they want to,
you want to know
you don't
why
want
somebody want to even
yes.
change his
Why do you want to know somebody's decision?
You want to change. You say you want to know why. Is that your duty to know?
It's my son.
That is what we are talking about.
Because most microphone are more agenda. Keep your standard.
How can you worship in the Quran now?
Want him to adjust because you are here talking.
Why is it an issue for you, sir? Why is it an issue for you, sir? Because Why is it
Asa
said?
ono ni chichemu nu kra nyamba.
Chichemu ni na ebola. Chichemu ni na ebola. What's up what? Chichemu ni na ebola. Chichemu ni na ebola.
Ai, ono ni chichemu wa. Ono kra ndi afi na ono so yete ne ho. Say ade no kra ka say ebe chichemu about 73. Nti afi na bia ono so yete ne ho. Ne o ka ye de he fa mu na ode ne beto. Won wa se wonje hadith ntum. Onje bibia ntu say ono je Aristotle philosophers di.
Yeah, me catch now ni say. Yeah, me catch say bebia we are see abedruno. Bebia we are say druno. Knowledge is power. Enti bebia obenya knowledge bia you make good use of it.
It's not in Islam. In Islam, if you acquire different knowledge, my friend, you are doomed.
So what is your problem?
If you even acquire
Boko Haram from here Islam, almost say knowledge you cry kafir. Knowledge crying yet.
kafir.
And I guess I Boko Haram.
Yeah, maybe someone say maybe and Bob Marley etunyum na se nyansa na se mefa
photo krantisa utwa bi o program sa
sangofa silwa sini na we mu argument pe na mo pe sangofa silwa argument na mo pe
and the video no na and yema me you take away me no na my one the other guy and say weak-minded no a subjective interpretation and you can use your own discretion now they are trust into any limited women and orphans some philosophy ain't nama Islam
there's a
interpretation namua suicide bombing
Okay, so Ebi, Pepacha also bet me my comment and I call happy so. Why?
Yo, Sankofa, ya tie no bebre, nensem na oka enu nya. Anka me fese me ka bet aya kasa tintin ama me wura fibi. But me di si baba sha wa asem oka te wa translate book no. Send the Quran no cover about slaves no. I don't know to Baba Shahab and Crawford no, to this knowledge in life no. How do it translate that verses about slave? Like the verse that says that a slave, if you run away from your master until you return, your salat, your zakat, and those a lot of things are not acceptable by Allah. No? In today's world, how Baba Shahab is going to translate this kind of things to us? So, there's nothing there. If these books have been there before you were born and you are telling me saying there, the Quran alone itself cannot stand. Quran nankasa ye koni mu na ekomu yi a entumi say no mo exate Quran trance wo say wonte ase wo a wa ba che na obetrase wo say wonte ase wo masa mo fa ye ni ago
eno ni ade ba ko a anopemanti one of the contributors na say dear almost scholars no we very close to almost prophet no ne interpretation or their who the unwise means no also on ye nuntum naturally say Quranic interpretation is subjective just said ye wo wadwene ye wo and obefa no not necessarily what the Quran itself is saying on another breath so almost Arabic and when you Arabic no a untumi ntiase but if it's subjective there been tiase there e was say we broad-minded na say the wadwene ye wo no wafa ne saa it naturally say Boko Haram for do adwene and interpretive verses no and into for brand of Islam oba your friend say Shiite for almost do adwene and interpretive verses no na almost for brand of Islam na sunni for na Islam akobasa suicide bombers or not interpreti nature say jihad nature say obetimi de bomb ahye no akokon ama Allah no de akumo ne Allah enya adwene a na just ono so wafa ne saa. That is why religion it is but for this man to say, Medemanusi, for this man to say, the unwise no, enye man kwa na man su kahono. I don't know where he is getting that from. Anti-Islamic philosophy no ankasano. Say there is something about it that we need to find out exactly what was the philosophy behind Muhammad.
A defensive mechanism no apply. It's a defensive mechanism. Oboa.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
We be ni ba na be twere book a be gya tumpo.
Why is that? I said, "You pick me. Debi am ba um pick me. Ne do pick me." But I say, "Me kwa sorry." Thank you. Thank you.
Sanko na bia boko de minia.
Me wo ye pa bro.
The radiasi and anu me chamu na nti na me de na me problem kakra no ye the explanation of who a Muslim is no because now or kasa say bia this obi a oje God do di but in the you can say the in reality no even when a Muslim is speaking in English say omutru God praswa they try to make it Allah. So aha. Omo kano Allah mayeti asese Allah.
Even tree kura no omo kan Allah. Okay, tree no
omo because now in the way now I thought say bia or can be abefra ada esomwa because esombiati ekonyankopon mu. Enu ntini so obeka say God na se sumbia nso ka God dia na che so mo ka God no automatically no muni wo mu nyina eyepe which of course nso se ye ba enhyehyeye no mu ene se de ye ka no se de empanimfu a omo chechiri Muslim no omo ehyehye eto ho no a ene empanimfu omo chechiri other religions no and as other beliefs no omo so hye to ho no mu a otimi se empapa mu ewo mu enunti ehonum na me declare your friend said the meaning ewo and I said the declare omo can say enchiremu a Muslim ni no yes se ka so be a Muslim kra na wono ene hwan no ena na me pese me nyamu antiase no me
say these people no they have found out say their religion is creating problems for them. So omo ye de ombetumi dia say omo be cure problem no create them more then they will find a way out. And
yes
obia ne peko be fa so obe kire na adwene won kere mo som no ho ama na to so mo ama nipa but mo ye da ya esom ne kuta ne ngoma ne de you can never do anything about it.
Emfa
Nothing emfa the bia ne wa wo ye be fa
na Sanko Pampacho wo Muslim na who is a Muslim?
A Muslim in this Muhammad time, okay, you can never believe in any other prophet without believing in Muhammad, and you can call yourself a Muslim. And ti wa mo shahada no ye la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulillah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Without accepting Muhammad is the messenger of the Creator, you can never.
If you believe in any God, it's a lie. That is to them.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You can never be.
But Sanko fa won say sasem we finance amabusa omuntimi emmamu. Se meka se hwan ni Muslim omuntimi nka se wanji Muhammad ani a unje Muslim na omuntimi nka.
Debi omuntimi nka they say omu hiding the truth.
Because some so omu kan no pa ani asem ebedi akire ne nya nti omu nkan no.
Ohene nipa ya say oye best example for mankind. Yes, one the best example for mankind though.
So audience fina hohoro no hokobon pae.
Oh, Taman. Nipa ne wo fast here e bisa simple question o. Nipa mpese obedwene. Ne wo fast here bisa simple question. Oti ye to wu ye ne wo fast here firi som no ho e move ye. Ubedula o move ye to become a Christian just because one question.
When him say what hadith Muhammad a guarantee a ma heaven if so what is in between their legs the man will be guarantee one heaven.
Hey.
Hadith no was it any woman be no
Sanko fire for Sahadis is sending me WhatsApp one patch.
Oh, me ya de
Oh, he never super man so trip out.
Oh, maybe I mean, man, so China woman kwana me po. Nse mu hu na wo na no kwana me pe. No kra pa na me ka chro no. Nse mu hu bia Muhammad di ye no. Eno na me pe. Say da be ya me ka chro say unqualified to be a prophet. E di Sanko for the onya bia compile ni nyina ma me. Do say ai. Papa.
Oh, only say Osman or caliph after Muhammad, one of the caliphs. But you see, Ojiv about 500 hadiths every Muhammad never Fatima or Eshe. So is such a person still a Muslim?
Oh, I'm a Muslim. And omo yi na nkasa kwara omo nkasa jitu say 17,000 na 6,000 west pen omunya nti dia aka no so we na wa beka jam say me bible momo ye corrupt.
Oh Charlie, Bible is currently authenticating nipa ya mo kana asem you. Mo be authenticating bi say we use Bible.
Aye.
You never validate mo.
That be me so there me no omo kasa na obo Bible ni any argument na nsi. So say enya dia nkofa hwemfiri ho.
Nkofa hwemfiri.
Me be yi hadisi na ba sisi ya me aka.
Me pacho de bape bo mo dia fa send me WhatsApp. Me eni ma fu a oye nyina fa send me enam pe. Ade fu bi a oye bia o de fa send. Akwachi akwala CCS aware na wo say ene na da 9 years wo so ye prophet. Bo me ko en ma bebre wo wiase. O de ye o ritual ma obosun na wonka.
And that's somebody who crash or mention of to see an medicine on the year. Say, easy pass at the enemy work. I said, and I said, well, one as and a bar, a Casabia won't pay Islam. And it was never say, no one, no, a dim common, no busan is a somber, now pay no watch. Hey, I same way they are no audio.
Any
in reality, 1 year, sir.
According to Said al-Buhari, number 6774, that is Said bin Said, narrated, Allah's messenger said, whoever can guarantee chastity of what is between his two jawbones and what is between his two legs, that is his tongue and his private part, I guarantee paradise for him. Okay, we could no hear Mukorano a yegeu.
Thank you, Wasa.
Abio Sankofa as this, you know, different.
Sir.
Because I say Allah Messenger said, whoever can guarantee into bracket the chastity of your chastity as a purity of what is between his two jawbones. Let's say Okasa no.
Okase.
I think so. Okasa. And then what is between his two legs? Let's say private part. Into bracket his tongue and his private part. I guarantee paradise for him. And so when the Okafa says, like you are pure when it comes to sexual things, then he can guarantee you paradise. I think that is what it means.
Okay. Chastity, is in brackets, so does it mean?
Chastity, say talk about purity and those things.
Yeah.
So I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
so I think that's what it means.
Then I mistook. I misunderstood.
You misunderstood it.
I misunderstood it. Yeah. Okay,
I've come across this.
That's true. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for the correction. Okay. So that is it. Inti I think say say yen common sia me so obi send a request. Kobe and then another person be so yen pick one then yen had. Kobe.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Bokode.
Michia or any with you for you.
Okay.
It's you, pa. So when you say me your fan, na me your listener.
Sure.
It's good, but unfortunately, him say you misunderstood what you just posted, and
Sure.
it's one of those things. What I say, you can't be perfect.
Sure.
You can't be perfect, yeah. So it's one of those things. But all the same, so what kind your friend saying one of the hadiths we try Abdullah bin Masaud, who say Abdullah bin Masaud, no a companion to Muhammad. On Muhammad Kodeza so. What I say, on Muhammad and Nanti Kodeza so. Then they went to meet some people. You from the Zut.
Sure.
The Zut. Yes. Then according to the hadith, no.
I have that hadith.
The guys on the desert, no. From Muhammad too. It's like they have him. They have homosexual intercourse with him. You see, it's one of those things. You see, Osha, now say UK, Bradford, a guy, a Muslim of Akoko, chicken,
in Islam, it is guaranteed. And dear, ubetimi kurane, ubetimi afa kokumba. Now aboni mutokuru, now one another, ubetimi afa your friend say, what do you call it?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Now aboni mutokuru, now the wash him. Now what di? Ubetimi masturbate. It is allowed in Islam. Yeah, it is allowed in Islam.
That is Sadiano alone figure Islam as a devil religion. I think nipa desini follow our religion. What I say? I think nipa desini. So over UK, I will say a lot of Muslim are running out from the religion. A lot of them. It's like Umum say, no, it's not right. But Pina so air force say a suno UK has seen jatum na a suno ama a krumpa beye Islam. What I say? See Islam sumre de media Libya meka a sumuna at times me take. But some people within the sumo there am if you get them out say they don't like it. They wish say in kombe film. They wish. Yes, they wish say kombe film. So me, I don't tag the people, I tag the religion. I don't know doctrine or mother bad.
Offer some my trelete. Oh, one person me free masa.
Where then? O say.
Offer some my so trelete na.
Oh, that be.
Na fe o nyama adwene.
On say it's raw. Because suma ufuma yebeku.
Islam so many yenyane sao. Yenya so many sao udi abrebeku. Udi abrobusu abeku.
Ufuma yebeku.
Udi abrobusu abeku.
Ewa busia na ewa busia o. Me free mu na me 8 years. Obi antimi nya me hwe.
Hassan, it depends on your area or location. So you just keep it that way.
We say that no make maybe say Ghana Muslims no or more type of Islam so no quite different. Also Ghana ni o hwe be orofi or say ofim no obi antimi ayenhwe or Muslim ofim no obi antimi ayenhwe. Nso say or bibi say or bibi to say Afghanistan or bibi to say Pakistan and Bangladesh. Nki ekun dada.
Kobi enya no kura time on wo
But I
free at
don't
the
know
age
your
of
sure.
8
I don't
no.
know your
Say any
sure. Say
open
your
confession.
majority no so home.
Kobi me
When
say
you sure
time
say majority
Hansen
no
free
home.
at the age of 8 there's no open confession. You just keep quiet, you don't go and pray, who cares? Be a what the part of the family or mun yankra for. But open confession asem na ye no wo ka no. A wo ka say nipa no ntimi free mu no. It's a serious thing.
Pakistan yɛ wɔ asɔre dan wɔ hɔ. Uni amesi nipa na yɛ na adwene woyɛ uhunu nyansa na wobɛtumi afiri mu. Agyimifo no de ɔmo gum. Ɛyɛ true. Pakistan asɔre wɔ hɔ de pa for Pentecost asɔre kora free Ghana kora no. They want a branch of Pakistan. Google it. Enti adana ase sabi
easy.
bebree no. Ɛyɛ na yɛ nkurasifoɔ
easy sir.
Hey, Mister, Mama Chwa Devi, Opa for phone. Me be cast me actually. Me say nkurasifoɔ na mo de Islam ra yɛ adwuma. Sabi so wani tia ho sɛ yɛ nkwasi asom me dem nim sɛ som nyina yɛ nkwasi asom ba Islam den de boro so hwɛ fa ai ofon na Google sɛ Dubai obanya prokontura to ana obanya bi ato pa we tell sɛ omato esum na twene because of development uko Dubai a atade bi opese o hye bi otumi hye ne nam abonte te sɛ UK uko Dubai a otumi ko rent a dan de ya asɔre obi anya ohwe enya na nse na Africa for koye dede wo ha na otumi bompa e wo Dubai obekọ Dubai Union Metro Station na nipa bompa e ho bia me ye omo hwe bia me disturb omo nti corona ahu se nkramoman na ahu so mo koso pa no they don't deal with Islamic rules.
Well, yeah,
make your research.
Yeah. Even almost Saudi Arabia no crampo. Since they have accept a beer, say almost be mansa.
Yeah, I or say ma betuma address se de omo pe nsia na me hwe na news. So me so ani tia obo se sankwase asem sankofa ana ya na me pese me change topic no me say ade amomo friend sum no e ye nkoasom tete no na it was a way to survive. E ye simple as ABC. E ye na tama sabi na nipa eni value no. Won say na ye timi CS wa Ghana me boa. Obi di ne ba ko university amana we le gon o kwesi na siwa. Ana kwesi akwada siwa na ye se hwe no school man go we le gon a obeye. Enti ani bie ba na ade na no na de ne ho beko. Enti na me ka so wa wo mpese obesesa no na emfa nkwese sum no na o gya ye beku ko hwe Nigeria kofo bebre na agyan. Kofo bebre na agyan because mintimi nko like sankofa nya me hwe o se sankofa nyi Muhammad ni a wo ye bosum wo ye bonsam asikire pa na de awia se ye we. Abra sankofa ton tomato sam ko akoto abaye aduane. O se nyansa nim ena obu ho a esum no asan no kuro ena obeto single plot for Ghana oside sum na chi sankofa we esum na aye dabi o adebo ha muma yanka no kuro sankofa from Nigeria or from Afghanistan ena sum na asan no kuro na akotena South Africa o se me da so di sum na chi minim ze analysis na me ya na mutiase a
Yate wase.
yes
Uko UK no na ade na they run from Sharia law when they get to baby omonya omasu ndie later on they will be calling for the
what is here nipa na adwene ni nya adwuma na me Pakistan for them no ma adwuma mebere dodo na ebi ni ho ade ni ho no de adwuma won say India ni awo no ba nya India ni Pakistan na bom India ni Pakistan na bom won say India ni awo no ba de na akoto kremoni na kristoni oni dia na e wo ho no eno na ma ehun so no so ye obi eno na odinam entu ko hu say India ni akọ community bi mu aya ka say enkremofo no kristofo anya asama ofa ho onfa ho ba wa dwene nya edi ntina wo say metimi do Mohammed echen me Ghana ni a oye nipa oni me na titi kuro no like it doesn't make sense as if say who do funu achen nipa who do saman achen nipa de mfa so no benya enipa wo ni ti wo na ma chichiri kuro enkura abọ nyina fa for Islam mesi sirem ye kuro muslim kura no titi no ai 90s month ko bi na sisi wo ho no sankofa na nye se sabi na ye nkramosum no ntire o na omo agisum na tum za at that time no dwini se mo amonyisum no ntum no omo kum kura na na aka nkramofo no kwa wasase ne so. Look at this. But young country no baka just I confirm nti na omuti wono that omuye confirm na ene
she uba on ka say she she's
me dia Sangofa man ka say na nipa na opese oja na ontimi nya me say en oti Ghana of Nigeria no aka che Ghana for say sum na say ukuru ene court abu obusu ani threat to life afa no court say me jaya me kumi ho na be kun o masa o timu a ubewu wa hu a ubejimi upa ko bie ay makaranta David ko bie makaranta Sangofa ko bie makaranta ewa ay Saudi na chi obi ba bunu so onsu ba ba na kora bo hu ba bi adu ba ya nchi wa ntwa uti a ye be deport o ko so abo akwada so onsu akora na bibisa me se ko ay meka na ko jiji nkofo sika na fasi ay what do you call it makaranta ma omo na man fasi hospital obo hu kwa asema be ka kire o masa wiasma ya ba no trade o dwadie enti obroni hu nse so ameton no suma amawa omukura no mo no omu hu ko manyo de omanya wie wo sum no mo awie na sum no se awie aso omukura mo no omu hu what is here enkofo bebre na nim se sum nya enya ade a sese nipa ugitum se no na ebe ma wo nkwaje dabi tete no na police station ni wo na court ni ho enti na nkwase amra bia nipa be hye ana ada bia nipa be chi nipa atnase akawro na ntinima ma na soro bibi no ena no omde ya ye frɛ ne sum what is here enti na de eni bia ba sa oba ka kire so ojai ekremosum a ye be kunti na wo nya ya na wo yare me na mese me de me na mese me horo me to a e fa ho be me na me de me ho e na mese me tinsuo ho me hu se me hu efia me kwa akwadware me horo me to a we manya amane me na me de me ho na mese aduane wo me kurom me nkyire me yam kom me ni nya me ni ntam bia se me kwachi me yam kwa amanya me asra me a we manya bone na to ase me jaye be kumi masa me wo fa ka cha me se ai me ma mankramo bi mu a me wu amfa ni sa enka me funu I'm over.
Only one family and one medical.
Onu wu a sorry. Also onu wu a me mentim fa me nsanka ne funu. Na me meti asi, wo sinkramos mu di wo fa nsanka me body na wu a na wo funu me de ede.
Na wo wu na de nsako ka ne funu a de ne be.
Me na me say. Ya me sere. Ya na me
Dabi wo na de nsako ka ne funu a wo be nyone ya na.
Oh, Sangofa se man se na Muhammad ba be si na me bo antim no kwa sign wi aso. Na Muhammad ba be fa na kwesi no.
I say yaba yentie she yetie o.
Me patcho me chi obi o platform iso.
Ya jo so a ba boko de.
Ya me adomo. Sankofa mbese mbusa nkremofo question bi miensa. E kan say me person we are year review about that page now so our Quran me I don't know much about it but san e chere me. E ka chere me say time na Prophet Muhammad edi kan ekọ obotan mo okohu angel no wodi mrika ba fie oba fie na oba dwane be hye na yiri ntumam to dwane hye na yiri ntumam no na ehu abo no enti na yiri ni ye na obusa nsa dan ohu dan na oso ohu bofo cheche se ne etie no ena na yiri ni bi eni nwi so ena owosu nwi no afa owosu nwi no so ohu ohoma no ka che nse ombie nani afa obi nani oso ohu bofo ni bi na the same person musa say ensantefo ne abrofo yo momon kata omuti da no obofo be na tro omo bone ne omo papa because e ka chere say bofo bi di echi ba ku gina e banku ba ku gina enifa a o tro e bone ene e papa enti no o say ne yiri ni bi eni nwi na bofo ni dwane because abofo mpe oba ni and they say yenom na ye bie ye nwi na obofo be na tro e bone ne e papa. That's first question.
Okay, me ba mami yi wa no eno de say na yiri yi ni nwi ma obofo dwane ye na de mente da eye omo an de ahim according to hadith no enje ni mia ne menen ka wo ku no titi ni ko mu nyina akora enti ehun bo Muhammad ema oba fi no oba ka kire Khadija say Khadija emfanto man kata no ho because ata na award no na Khadija de ntoma kata no ho enti wo die ema ne ho awo no ekọ ya sta na Khadija ebusa nse de ne siye ena wo no ni chire mu chire de esiye ohunu ye no ka kire Khadija na Khadija ka se ene wo ma ne mfa ne nkɔ ne wo fa waraka ho na bia na ne wo fa waraka no ebenya entiase wo de asini mu no waka akire no nti wo de ne kɔ waraka na waraka ka kire ne sɛ de wo hunu ye ne ye Angela oba Moses nkyɛn no sa the same angel na ba ne nkyɛn so say wo yi ni tiri ho na abofo ni dwan ye ne de omo ane de ahye mama ente sa
ye de bi omo ka kire se wo yi wunu a abofo mienu di wachi wo yi wunu a obofo ni ntimi emmen wo na se picture ba wo dem na se wo krama wo fi abofo ntimi emmen na me second
eno de ne kra ala na abofo wo musuro nkanaman wo musuro pictures enti se wo mo ba ofie na picture bo fi a wo mo ma wo mo ba na se krama
unu nkrama Dubai mo ya nkrama yo
almost say Islam dia
na unu nkrama ya mo Dubai abantu no
ala na bofo so be krama
second question so ne say my second question is say yes answer catch be say time na prophet war I think 12 years or so 9 years also no ne young kufu bo aso mu di agro sata no ne na ho ayi alima to sadia enti also omo bobo mu di agro no ena omo say ade bi emia Mohammed atofom ena ade enne na mfo ni nyina adwane ko ne na no no mka say na ade bi aba be Mohammed nti no omo kire mu say obofo ne ba ne nche be mia ne to fom yi ebufuo ahoya eya ofri na komam na esi asanko fa na example
omo Mohammed
me passion de me ba minim pa o de me ba
was started the course 7 no obru be 25 years
o de me ba se tia no ye ko try example tia me pa asanko fa wo wa ben me mabon na me na mabon no me no wo na wa ben ya sa be ma apo se wo kokotro na me na mabon no nyame enye ebufu amfi makomam wani ya wan fi makumam wani jealousy en fi makumam na wo se me ne sa Mohammed me compete emra sa abrabo na oboy na me ni mienu na me bo the same abrabo na me wie na ye nsan kwa jeje me inti de bia na mbuso o me se adanti na ono na wo se nyame because Quran ka che se enam ono ni ngina so nti na nyame bo wiase so ono ni ngina so nti na nyame bo wiase adanti na nyame sa soma obofo na obeyi ya wo ahoya na e because ye na nka wo se oyi free mu because you are special to him. Now then no so special no sabe yi ebufuo ni ya ofri na komam. Me busa mama me answer papa da. Papa se me dai.
Eno no se bi si ne nkora abere mu de no de menim but we no ye ebera bofo no be fa na de na tena ponko wa ataban so de na ko heaven no. Eno kora na ye dae no woso ye. Woso dae no. Bofo ne pai ne epai ne yemu yi na koma ko hohoro ho wo de ko zanza mo tem ko hohoro ho eyi boni bia e wo na koma mu nyina
concept
ena wo so ye nya asem a esi in reality ntesa ye dae no wo so ye
Kokwana story Islam
Kokwana story krana ena Muslims ankasa wo nim se wo mo ankasa no se wo ka se wo ni Muhammad ya na mo ti a wo be bo abraba ya abraba konkon Muhammad ya abraba bi obo ye bi anye Muhammad no ye kromfo Quran aka wo wi apanti kokko menim se no wo de koma Aisha o se no wo de kwa akoma ye friend se Safia o se na wo de kwa akoma Maria o se wana no wo de ko bi apanti
osa cry am robber me ka to medina no ko bo po ho de bia
pedophile
child molester
pedophile san ye within nkra kan wo
ku bi kuma na ye wohoro ye na ye yi sa ne mani nyina free mo no eko hene afa die akoma ne sa ye finti no sa wura sa abrabo ni mu ana ase de ni nyina ye nsem bi o mo di portray Muhammad di kire ni pase de be ye nipa bi benya wodo de ama no sa asem ni nyina ya atoro
nti ni ya echi no na ye poison no wuye ana me boa
me question ba ko sa ne say omuya no mo ka say bo me tam me kai tam na me ne mama o ye ope osian ya de kontie na me bo wo ba wiase se wo ba be som no uni bibia ye o wiase se wo ba be som no I was say wo Nemo mamu wia no masa omo asa ka kire wo say ai na me kwa se wo nko anwa nsom
Ni mama hunu baby a wode wa asem ni kosi sa asem na omo kan se nyame se wa nson no a ha na ne ya de omo boa ala ni mom ne hia nipa hia ala enipa bia no wa asase so wo hia ala ni mom ne hia nipa enu ntina se wa nsom ala no a ubenya ntwe even empire kora ne se otum da korokora na wa amọ empire ama wa amọ empire
asama yuti ada wa kan on platforms na ano no e na akoya adawa no wa nkoya adawa wo nkoi eno nkwa
obo ala ne hia nipa because ala hia nipa ka chem se wo hia me a e de benti na ma amọ empire da kora me de woka e wo se mitua enti me mpa bo hu hia me mpa bo ne hia wo di ye bibi nti se ma anya wo benya problem enti be ye ka de ma me edie benti na obi ni ala antumu a yesi ye wutu because nipa hia ala se wo sa ala asom no ala hia nipa se wo sa ala asom no enti wo a wo fi se ala hu hia enti wo nsom no e wo se ala ma ye kum ma wo fi wiase
why say ala ankasa ontimi why say ala ankasa ontimi nkunimpa no why say ala ankasa ontimi nkunimpa no na oma nimpa ekun nunya nimpa
la no ye bosom esa kono ni no wadi drobia oye bosom
obi oye self sufficient aban somo no woni wunya asem da
sanko fa me chama me kan kakra na eja de akwakoye a ala ehia mpai boy na ala sanko fa ene na obi hu say ala mpai bo na oye na eduane a odida na ye bo mpai ne ma na ono na empire no na odi na odi na odi ada inti empire ni hia no chen bibia church ase na menu aba akono ka asem bi fa Dubai ho sankofa ekrom hanom de prekonam agisa wa ka se wonwe ebu hanom gidigidi kra inti no na Ghana for ye na enkremo for ye chiri preko ni we anam ho ye misre church ase me say nya hanuma enka mi hu se Ghana mi hu se Ghana ye de bia e de di biscuit na brododa enso ha no ende Sunday kwhwe koliko shop na kwhwe ye tuagum se yo e na ye wie bia no bia ye de wi biscuit no mo agi bia ni biscuit no mo wi giga bontino obi an ye obi ahwe sankofo ye wia san akwa masrachi akobo mpae nkofo na omo wi bia ni biscuit na omo wi jot ni ade obi oni obi nam nya ne jot ekura no hwi obehia akoduru mosque dana no obegina no ahye ne jot ewie ansa na wa wure ma akobo mpae enfo obi ahu
na jot to the say all over the world nkramofo omo jot enwusie pa de e friend enwusie no for the all of that world omoduane no Ghana nyina enwusie omo na nom ne mo either we or a fancy
Chairman eno na ya twiregu hu say it's harmful to your your
health,
system
no?
Your health ya twiregu hu but still omu hina
and all over the world omo no musie die I chat Somalian for no more have been a chat. Now, see, no more band in the UK, almost 10 years no more band in the UK. No more the Bahab no more bro, more manners are.
Mama la ena dia wa ileti pa topic enom se ya kasa sa ise ya kotra ya buru trawes kora inti wa make sense topic no pa oi
sango fa mamin fa we ntwatro na nkremofo me ma omonti ase se papa Isa ewo ne baba na oto ni din Miriam na Miriam ko school na okofa Isa Miriam e de ye ne brofo din a onka hu se Isa no eye Jesus na Miriam no so ye Mary enti eye obi ne maame din na eso na wo de nam no se hu ni ma Isa Miriam me ka kire se ye fro Isa Miriam a eye Jesus ene ne maame Mary din na da okon no o na wo ye Yakubu Adama so o dwene hu se Yakubu eye hwan eye Jacob ana aha ena Adam so eye Adam nti Yakubu Adam wo enimpa mienu din ene so na wo de nam no wo free north unni northern region unkra wa tribe din ena wo de TV ase udin hina kwa akoye sankofa media
Obisi
siwa
Yakubu ye John okay obi nso si James say dia hin dey mfa
ngofedi ni de hu mitimi daju no ho sam nti nkofo ya edin bebrebe mo na ehwan jese ni na udane ne kobrofo ma ese ni na jese enye emfa kra
sembe
media siwa sankofa obi ntu aso
Yeah, Sankofa.
Me pese ka me buse ho se me pese ebuse ho se edi enti na wo no yawo obi birem na ukofo obi a oye foreigner edi ndi to ho so because that time na me fan say na aprofo no fa sarum religion nya maya ye me hu Joseph ye me hu sarum Isaiah na ewe no se na obi a na ye nananom no aka ye friend say akanfo omudin your friends krobofo ni other traps no obi a woni gina wode to ne ba ti that time na religion nya mairo se no obi ato ne badin enti ye dey na se sie no tintin na ese me wo me ba na me de me ba to ebia ana hwan Christian tim de na hwan no eno efi hinfa ye mu se ehwan efi hin enti slave mentality na ya na mre bia no your friends Hansen ka no ya na Hansen ba na obedin koma ya na nipa no bebrebe na dwen sa se be kafra wodin komo atuetue aso ani bibisa da bi o boy ne kana kore boy ni bie nipa ani even enye ne ya na nipa mienu miensa bia ye ba Sankofa platform so na se waka bia kire yo ko de ka wo ka asem wo sene wo ne wo sene signal dia wo e dia ko aye friends wiase nyina mo bia hu se asem a wo ka no wo kwasem nyansa wo me no Hansen semo oka bia no me no me na hofo no bit me frame ka tem say chale me o program na wo de send me no nipa semasi asema o kan na de no kwasem me tene sem na se hwan asema o kan ya me ko hwe nipa na e Hansen a message bi o de baba bia na 100% ba Sankofa man kwai why because as a Sankofa kafra Sankofa tolerate some Muslims for no any Christian for no oda mese kafra oda Sankofa mese kafra unia mese kafra unia mese kafra until me oze me de that word nation mese kafra Sankofa man kwai e first Hansen express no ho enwo obi ultimate na ase emane hu se asem se no so pese o kire because e bia on se bia se no nyansa no ni ba ku fotiri nyansa no wo obi atrim o Sankofa no ba bia wo nyansa no fire the fire no wo the fa Islam side on se Abraham Moshe wo the Moshe the end the fire your friends Christianity side wo adomosuko ana Sanko ai your friends Hansen so de na dia hu se wo se wo de no kro de on fa ba bia slave mentality no slave mentality no Hansen timi sua de atimi afa ho nti wonde ono wo se wo bankwa de so se de be ya yenuanom ne wo mu no wo ye wo akire na ye mpese be ye be konkwaso mu no ye ni ye hu free sa no nkwaso mu no ti de bia na Hansen ba obo ho every blessed day bi oba obo ho me de ni adwen 100% me ne ya adwen 100% nti mesremo enkomo ya ye dizesi no me mfama adwene me nka obi adwene na bisi bia me nka emfa nko akiri bebrebe me pese me disi a na me pese me kire mo se de Hansen si kire no obi amfa na adwene ma de Hansen ka no de Hansen e ka no obi amfa na adwene ma no me da wanse
wase ye nyina de ya adwene ma Hansen de obi de wa wode na nya adwene wode asema wo ka no obi na ya adwene abusuafo I think say bia ye de dwumade ne besi wo ha ene nso ba bia mere no ba me ya kwan me ye de asie no ye be ha ahwese ye betimi aba biem ya ntimi ama biem de ana kyese wo kyena no why madam ase makra obia bye bye